Morning. It says I'm live. I'm trying to fix my computer. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know who can see me on here looking really greasy. Who can see me? I'm trying to. I see one person is in and live. I'm trying to pull up my YouTube page on this computer um, because that was what was stalling on me because I need my phone to do other things. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see who I got. Two people in. I got two in. I got one in. I see one left me. I'm trying to get it up on this computer. Because I'm holding my phone. I guess I could probably sit it down on the table. Good morning, Belinda. How you doing? Good morning. Now, what's that blocking? I got all kind of electronics up. Okay. Wish I could fit it a little bit higher. Let me try this. Okay, y'all bear with me. My thing is it record? Okay. Now, here we are. I'm going to my page on the SOS. Good morning, but then I got 5 people in. Okay, don't y'all laugh at me. I'm trying to, let's see, my channel. Let me go to my channel because I'm going to do something else in just a second. Trying to log in. And you all will use your phone and go, oh, it says in and out. Okay, it's showing. 4 live now. Great. Now, how do I transfer this to this computer? Because I need my phone. How's everybody doing? I was supposed to have music playing and everything, but I ended up using my phone. So I might have to log out and then come back in. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. It says I'm going. Let me see if it'll let me do it from here. Y'all bear with me. Bear with me. And yeah, talk to me. I saw Belinda said, hey, tell me who you are. Tell me who all is on while I'm trying to get this computer doing the right thing. I see Belinda's on. Who else is on? You have to type me a little message down on there where it says live chat. Okay. Try again. I'm gonna put two on here. Create a title. Okay, I'm trying to go live from my computer. And then I'm assuming this one to cut off. Or, I don't know. We'll see. Y'all forgive me. Okay, I'll just put 2 beside it. So you, Sharon, hey Sharon. Okay, who else is on? I got Sharon, Belinda. I see 6 people on. So I got Sharon is on, Belinda's on. If you're on, say something. Y'all forgive me because I was gonna put on my lashes, my full makeup, everything, but it's okay. I don't believe everybody online is dressed up with a full face of makeup either. I just don't believe it. Okay, I'm pulling this computer up. I see Sharon, I see Belinda, and we're not on Zoom just yet. I'm gonna let everybody know how we go on Zoom, but I'm gonna do that live while we're on here. Okay, let's see. TEF boot BC is bootcamp meeting, and today is the 12th, 5/12 at 11. Hey Shanisha, how you doing, sweetheart? Okay, I put 2 because this is the second time I've done it. Probably. Okay, hey Anna, you on YouTube? Okay, now tell me hey on YouTube, Anna. I see Anna talking to me through Remind. Tell me hey on YouTube, Anna. I got 9 people live. Okay. Now what's gonna happen is I'm gonna hang this one up. Oh, I look even worse on the computer. That's all right. But they say camera add 15 pounds. I did look skinnier than this, but we're not gonna even worry about it. Good morning. Okay, Anna, have you subscribed to the YouTube channel? Tamiko, hey, Tamiko, how you doing? Shanisha, all right, good. Saying smile. So you can hear me, Anna. Okay. If you subscribed, it should say live. Somebody, if you could type how you got in. If you could type in the little comments, because Anna's trying to get in on the live. And I think the little button it shows once you subscribe, because I guess it's hard for me to see it. I would have to actually go on somebody else's live. So I'm assuming that you just click, once you subscribe and you go on my page, Anna, that you should be able to see exactly how you come in. You should be able to see exactly how you come in. Can somebody type, if you don't mind, just type how you saw to get in? I see 10 people in, and I'm trying to go live from this computer so I can use my phone and show you all. There we go. Here we go. Okay, yeah, they can read. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm going live on the computer, and I'm assuming that this other live will kind of be knocked out. And once it does, if everybody will come back in on the new one. Maybe that's why it's not letting me in, because I'm already live. Click on the link. Click the link. Thank you, Layla. It says click the link on the event and group me. There you go. I think it won't let me go live because I'm already live. Dilemma. Because I need to be live on this one. I think that's what it is. Okay, so let me see how I'm going to fix this problem. I got 11 in here. What I'm going to do, if you all bear with me, because I'm trying to get everything together, if you'll bear with me, what I'm going to do is exit out of this live. I'm going to try once again to go live on my computer because it's unresponsive. Gwendolyn home. Hey, Gwen. How you doing? Hey, girl. You doing all right? I'm glad you're here. Come on, join us, Gwen. But what I'm going to do is log out of this when I know there are 9 of you present. So if you'll just stand by, I'm trying to go in from my laptop. Oh, it's going live. Okay. I thought I was going to have to go out. But evidently I didn't. Oh, but I don't know if this thing is going to work. I might have to do it from my tablet. Maybe that's what I don't know if it's the I don't know what's going on with this computer. Okay, click the link on the events and group. Thank you for your patience. As soon as I get it together, we're gonna be in business because this computer has got me. Anyway, for now, I want to open up with the word of prayer. We could open up with the word of prayer. I don't know what's happening with this computer. I think there's so much stuff on my computer that could be the problem because there's a million tabs open. Let me see what I can do on my tab. Because what I do not want to do is hold you all day. I'm doing great, Gwen. We're having a little meeting this morning with the Esther Fast. You right on time. That means you can come on join us, sister. Come on and join us. I'm doing great though. I'm just trying to work out this lab. I'm having some real live technical difficulties, but going in now and erasing all these extra pages and see if that helps. Clicking out all the pages and saying the pages are responsive. But in the meantime, while we're waiting, I'm going to open up with a word of prayer. And if you would, get your notebooks out. If you do not have a notebook, when I say notebook, I mean binder. passed out some binders at the initial meeting. Passed out some binders, gave everyone, it's a, what is this, an inch binder, get 1, 2, 3 inch binder, put a little paper, gave everybody some paperwork in here. And I always say it's SFAS boot camp. It was just a little insert. And so what I did, got my binder. So go ahead and get your binders out while you're waiting on me. I might just stay on this, and I might figure my laptop out later, since I'm already live on here looking like the black share. Okay, hey Belinda. Okay, good. So the awesome thing about this is it's recording, and so whoever can't join us can join us later. Well, I just can't stand looking at my eyebrows like this. We gonna make it work. Got your binders out. Go ahead and get your binder. This is actually my binder. Said I was gonna decorate it and get the fast put on it. Put on it. I want to have some music going and stuff when y'all came in, but I used my phone, and that's what I'm on YouTube Live with right now. So get your binders out. That's my binder. Since it's the boot camp, I wanted some boot camp. I know Liz, when we did when we had our meeting last week, she said no more Army fatigue. She's an Army person. I'm not sure which branch, but I like the Army fatigue. They even had a pink one like this, and I really like that one. But I said I was gonna get this one, so maybe I'll switch up a little bit. But yes, if you get your binders out, now we'll open up the meeting with a brief prayer. And so, first of all, let's pray. Father God, in the name of Jesus, Lord, we thank you, we praise you, we give you glory, give you honor, we give you praise. Thank you for this, another day that you've blessed us to see. Thank you for your goodness, your mercy, your love, and your kindness. Thank you for these beautiful women that you have blessed and placed it on their heart to come on this journey, Lord. Let this journey not be in vain for them. Meet them at the point of their need. It is my prayer and my sincere request. We love you. We thank you. In Jesus' name, thank God and amen. Amen. Saying a special prayer for Alexis Logan this morning. She is one of our previous boot camp participants, and she is actually the young lady that inspired me to do a boot camp outside of the fast. We did a boot camp starting the fast when we did the year-long fast, and we did a boot camp at the end, closing out the fast, at the end of the fast. But when I did, I had thoughts to do it before, but actually when I met Alexis is when I made a real definitive decision to do the boot camp outside of the year-long fast. And so she's at the doctor, and she is with child, and so she's been she's been sick. And so I prayed with her this morning. I believe the Lord has heard my prayer. I believe that he's answered, although the doctors are trying to figure it all out. God already knows. And so if you'll keep her name is Alexis Logan. So she is a friend of the fast and a member of the fast. She actually wanted to do this fast, but we got to get her healthy and well. And like I said, she's 4 months. And so if you would put her on your prayer list, keep her lifted during this time, so that God would touch her with his healing hand, continue to touch her with his healing hand. And so if you have your binder, day one, I really, 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 if you have a tablet and a phone, if you can get your tablet, that would be great. So whatever apparatus you're on, whether you're on your tablet or your phone, if you'll get the opposite if you have two. But if you only have one, then just use what you got, and you can kind of log out and then log back in, as we prepare to go over the different things we're going over. I'm going to stand up real quick. I want y'all to see my shirt. It says the Esther Fast. And if you view, I just did like a little introduction. If you want one of these, let me know. I'll get you one. But I wanted to do some really pretty ones for the end of the boot camp. So let me know if you're interested. Those would be, of course, an additional fee. And I'm going to get one, and I will order one for whoever wants one. But I like the little bling shirt, so I'm going to try to see if I can find somebody to do me a really pretty one. And I wanted to say I survived Boot Camp 2018. And you will survive. It's only 3 weeks. We did it for a year, so it made those 3 weeks seem like nothing. But when you haven't been doing much, or if you hadn't fasted in a while or consecrated in a while like this, I'm not gonna lie, I hadn't. We did a fast. Me and a few ladies at my church. We did a fast in the month of March. So we fasted for 31 days. We fasted all 31 days, and God met us. You know, the enemy tried to turn up the heat after that, but God met us there, and I thank Him for His grace because it brought me to this place, and it brought us to this place, and so. Got an Esther Fast shirt. If you go back on this YouTube channel, you'll see where I did another recording with my Esther Fast shirt, and I was gonna wear my other Esther Fast shirt. I got another black one with a whole bunch of crowns on it. I don't know how I ended up with one with so many little crowns on it, but I'll wear that one next time. But yeah, it's my Esther Fast, and if you want one of these, I have some, and you just have to let me know the size. These are $20. Black I have are $20, but I'm gonna get some more. So just let me know. Okay, first thing on the menu. I want to go into the Zoom application just because I'm excited and just because I want to show you. It's just one of many things. And then I can show you. I better not jump the gun. Let's just start at the preliminary. First things first. Where are my blank sheets? I don't want to walk off from you all. But I will tell you, I have registration forms for, I'm just going to call out the names, completed registration forms. So you can, if you have a little notepad, you can write yourself a note. Write yourself a note and say, look, my little pop-up shop, excuse me, this little stand that my phone is on. It moves. It can be moved. So what happened was I moved it a little bit because I got too much stuff going on over here. So I hope you all can see me. Let me turn up my visibility on my phone. Okay. So I'm going to plug my phone back up so we won't die while I'm on live. Okay. Y'all forget this little old lady for fumbling. Okay. I think I like this a little better anyway. And so I'm going to read off all of the forms, the completed registration forms, and I'll tell you what you need to do. And one of your assignments for tomorrow, you will have three assignments really for tomorrow. And let me just go ahead and tell you that I consider today, although the fast started yesterday, May 11th through May 31st, for all intents and purposes, we're going to adjust the days very small fraction, and I'll tell you why. Yesterday, if you came to the meeting, you kind of knew where we were. You kind of knew what we were working with. You were just waiting on your day one sheets, which I have already ready, and I'm going to show them to you on the Zoom app while I'm here on YouTube. So I lost a couple of people. Maybe they'll come back or they'll watch it later. This is my music is supposed to be playing, but it'll be background because I will have to turn it down. But so I'm going to tell you who I have a completed application. I have my own application. I told you all I'm in the fast well. I have Linda's completed application. I have Tamika Stevenson completed application. Anna, I need a completed application for you. I just put your name on one, and I'll tell you I'll have to complete those. Dolores Walker, I need an application from you. Shantae Mitchell, I need an application, completed application for you. Deborah Weatherspoon, I'm sorry. Tamla Randall, I need an application. Esther Fast registration, I keep saying application. Sorry, registration form. Melody Phip, I need a registration form. Sharon Weatherspoon, I need a registration form. Tammy Jones, I need a registration form. Quayla Reddick, I need a registration form. Latanya Harper, I need a registration form. Shanisha Smith, I need a registration form. Layla Young, I need a registration form. Miriam Holmes, all I need you to do is sign your registration form. Shawanda Kathy, I need you to sign your registration form. Elizabeth Woods, I have a registration form for you. Holly Williams, I have a registration form. Shantae Stewart, I have a registration form. Nicole Watkins, I have a registration form. Tamiko Walters, I have a registration form. And Belinda Smith, I have a registration form for you. Um, uh, One of the most amazing things, and also we know registration, the fee for registration was $25, and uh, I got one person that I spoke with yesterday that's sending their registration. And with the exception of two people, I have a person. Well, I have three registrations still out, and they already know who they are. They're being taken care of. But I also have there were six people. There were six people um, who who I did not have registration for, and that fee is $25. And what I wanted to let you know, there are six of you, and I will notify you personally, so you can thank. There's someone who not only loves and supports this fab, but is there, and she said she wanted to know those that came to me and let me know, the circumstance and situation. And you know how I am. I'm not calling any names or anything. But what she did was told me to give her those persons that came to me and let me know that it would be a difficulty to pay the registration. And there were six of you that let me know that it would be a difficulty, and she took care of your $25 SFAS registration. So as of right now, with the exception of the three people that I've already spoken with, and that are going to take care of their registration, I have six people that were unable to currently take care of it, and those six people, the registration was paid by one of the SFAS benefactors. So let's give her a hand, and I will notify you who you are. Because if you knew that you didn't have it and you let me know that, then you are one of those people. So if you didn't have it and you didn't let me know it, I didn't include you in that group. The Bible says you have not because you what? Ask not. So if you let me know that was something you couldn't take care of, it was taken care of for you by the generosity of one of our benefactors. I would call the name, but I don't know if she would want me to, and so I'll ask her if I can tell you who she is, and she'll probably say no, just knowing her personality. But if you would, I will give you a way that you can thank her. I will definitely give you access enough to thank her, because I do want you to tell her thank you, and then once the fast is over, let her know if this fast has impacted you, so she'll know that she didn't waste her time or her money. All right? All right. So I have those registrants. So if I called you, and like I said, the thing about this is it's recorded, so you can go back and hear whether or not I have a registration form on you. Oh, Vanessa, I need your registration form. I almost forgot about you. Vanessa, I need your registration form. And our little baby Brianna, I have a minor that wanted to join on the fast, and I am going to include her in some of the fast activities, which would probably basically just be prayer, because as a minor, as adults, there are some things that we'll discuss that are of a sensitive nature, and I'm going to do something for those under 18 very soon. But until that time, I will let the baby girl pray with us and give her some special activities. And we're going to keep her lifted, because to me, if I had something like this when I was 16 and I could be a part of it and it could have helped me save me some of the mistakes that I made, I would have loved to be a part of it. So our baby Brianna, she's going to journey with us. She won't be officially a part of the boot camp, and she won't have access to those sensitive meetings and sensitive discussions, but she will be allowed to join us in prayer. Okay? So, and if you want to type questions as we go, you can type questions. You can type your questions. So, what I would like to show you on my tablet right now is, well, I keep trying to jump the gun to get to the Zoom app, because I like the Zoom app. But I'm going to slow down. And let's start with, we're going to go over that boot camp of our boot camp guidelines, because that's one of the most pressing issues that people are having. So you have your binder. If you have your binders out, this is my SFS binder. I had another one that I just showed you all with the words SFS on it. I don't know where. Okay, as I said, I don't know where it could be because I ain't going nowhere. Here it is. So this is my other binder. But so this is my other SFS, my main SFS binder, and I have my dividers, and then I have some more dividers I'm going to put in it. And so the first thing you have, once you just put just a general page that says SFS boot camp, and then that first page it says boot camp consecration, 21-day boot camp and consecration information. All right, and it gives an introduction, and it talks about what we need, and it talks about how people are looking for love, attention, affirmation. I think it's something very good to read because it truly came out of my heart, and it's just an introduction, just giving you. It says many of us. I'm gonna read that first line. Many of us have struggled our entire lives trying to make ends meet and seeking someone to love us with merely half of the love we give out on a regular basis, looking for love. And it says we utilize the greatest parts of ourselves trying to make other people happy. Our parents, our spouses, our children, our friends, our church members, our boss, our co-workers, when our own lives are imbalanced and falling apart. And it says we're looking for something in so many words. And then I went down here, it says we pray for change, yet we can't seem to shake or stop these proclivities. That means those things in our personality that keep drawing us. It says the base nature of our bad habits, the enjoyment of our error, and those detrimental and death-defying decisions that we so often are compelled to make against our better judgment. And it says we need something. And it says inner stage left, the Esther phase. And so that's that first passage. And that's, I'm showing you if you want to get your binder together. And it just says why the Esther phase is because we're tired of doing the same things. We're not growing in the current space that we're in. And honestly, we've never really lived. And we understand that peace and turmoil cannot coexist peacefully in a stable environment. And it says we smile and we settle for less, while deep down inside we are constantly yearning and longing for more. Longing for more. And I don't know about you, but if that ain't my testimony, that's my testimony. You know it's more to life, and you sense it's more to life than getting up, going to work, and it's more to it. And so we want to jumpstart. 21 days is hardly enough time. It's so amazing. Now it's so weird because I'm thinking this thing is still recording me on the computer. Child, I ain't worried about this computer. But now this sheet was the next sheet. After that, in that file I gave you, I emailed it to everybody. So let me go back. I know you're like, okay, well, where do I get this from? I sent this to everybody. I sent this this portion to everyone. I sent this to every. Okay, and so and then this first page here, it just talks about the phases of the boot camp, and you don't even have to worry about that. But it just says it takes 21 days to build the habit, and it said we set aside this season of our lives to work on those habits, those destructive habits we have, because they try to rule and reign us forever if we don't begin to tear them down. And it says it takes dedication, these 21 days. But now when we did it a year, we found out that 365 days was really not even long enough to begin to work some of this stuff down. But now the good thing about it is the thing is they record me over here too. That's weird. I'm not even going to deal with the computer. Yeah, it's showing I've been on here. Okay, I'm not going to deal with this. It's trying to reconnect me. I think I'm about to exit out that one. I'm exited out of that one. Y'all can still see me on this one. I exited out of that one. Okay, and so, when we did the year-long fast, after 365 days, we still had stuff left over to do, stuff that I had in my heart to do, but it was a great springboard, if you understand what I'm saying. It kind of put us in the position to seek the Lord, That means I would have to, if I stopped, then of course it would look like there was no benefit. So if you anytime you ever begin on a quest to seek the Lord, if you stop, then you stop. Just like you on your way somewhere. You stop if you're on your way to Chicago and you stop at the gas station, then you're not gonna make it to Chicago. And it's not the gas station's fault. And it's not your God's fault. It's you. If you stop, then you can only get so far. But 21 days may seem like a short period of time, but it's still enough time to jumpstart new habits, to formulate new habits, and to begin the first 21 days of the rest of your life. Okay, and so this page it just talks about how to. It says the motivation behind TEF Bootcamp, and this is what I said, is somewhat similar to the goals of the government branches that employ several extreme tactics in deprogramming civilian behavior in order that you would take on those ideals and goals of the Army. For example, if you go to the Army, with the men, they shave their heads when they get there. Nobody has a different haircut. It's like everybody, we all dumbing down to accomplish the goals of this entity that we sign up to serve. So with the fast, it's like, when you're going, if it's a time of war, you're in the military, you can't be like, well, I'm gonna beat my face and go out. No, we all got the same mind. We all got the same thing, and we're all, doing the same thing because we're trying to accomplish a unified goal, which is to be better. And so with the fast, we eating the same things. We're dumbing down all those things we like and all those things that feed the flesh, so that we can humble ourselves. Really, fasting is a process of humility, humbling ourselves to seek God, because you can't just, you got to have a key to go in a door, especially if it's a house or something that's secure and worth going in. You can't just open people's door and walk in the house. Any house that's worth anything is secure. So fasting, if it's done right, is the key that begins to unlock the doors that hold the promises of God, And so this fast is that same kind of thing. And so that's page 4. And at the bottom it says copywritten. It's copywritten. 2017. This is last year's book. Not a problem. It's what you have. I will send you some addendum pages. That means if it's something that needs to be changed on the page, I'll just send you that page where you can print that page out and fix it. And so here we are on page 5 at the bottom. Page 5, and it looks just like this. Looks like that. And it says TEF Bootcamp Food Guidelines. The food guidelines. And it starts on page 5. And it looks like this. So if you have that, you can go ahead and pull that out. Go ahead and pull that out. And it gives you the bootcamp, extra fast bootcamp vision and mission statement. Our vision statement, what I see for this ministry, it says to discipline the body, the mind, and spirit for a consecutive 21 days at an intensified level in order to establish certain patterns, behaviors, and habits that assist in providing a conducive environment for the presence of God to dwell within and communicate with each participant on a daily basis. We need the presence of God. And there are certain habits and certain patterns and behaviors that make for a good environment. God don't want to live anywhere. God, he wants to live in our hearts. But if we don't make an environment that is conducive for the presence of God, conducive for the Holy Spirit, then we're going to have some issues. I mean, we can feel them sometimes when we go to church, but when we get in our house, we can't feel them as well. It's a disconnect and stuff. What they say is I heard somebody say it's a cat or a dead cat or something on the line. But so our mission statement, our bootcamp mission statement, is to incorporate the tenets of healthy eating, exercise. That's what we're going to do on a daily basis. How are we going to really do this? We're going to incorporate the tenets of healthy eating, exercise, prayer, accountability, fellowship, Bible study, self-examination, wise counsel, and more for a consecutive 21 days to establish routines that promote both spiritual and physical discipline, leading to growth, maturity, development, health, wholeness, and wellness. All right? So those are the specific things we're going to do. And that's at the top of that page. And so for all intents and purposes, today is day 1. Yesterday, the 11th, was really the first day of the fast because I had people asking me questions like, so what am I supposed to do? I'm like, if you weren't at the first meeting, I knew how important the first meeting was, but if you couldn't make it, you couldn't make it, and that's fine. So what we did, although our dates on paper, even on the flyer, say our dates are the 11th, which was yesterday, Friday the 11th. Well, really the 10th at midnight, which was Friday, May 11th, to Thursday, May 31st at midnight. But what we're going to do, since this meeting starts at 11, we're going to call our day one fast today at noon. So we'll just push it to the next day at noon. It was supposed to go from the 11th through the 31st, but we're going to call day, even if you started yesterday, you hadn't lost nothing. And I started yesterday with my eating, and I'm going to be so honest what I did the day before. And I usually don't do this. Like I said, this is my fourth boot camp. But, I cut up. I just be so honest. I just cut up. Somebody text me, so I don't feel so bad if you did the same thing. But I just cut up Thursday. What I did was, I don't even like milkshake, but I tasted one from Sonic. And so before the fast, I knew the fast would start Friday. So I said on Thursday, I was like, I'm getting everything I want. Everything I think I want to eat, I'm going to get it. And people did that. I usually would never do that. I might go get a little something like a bag of chips. But that Thursday, around when I left about 11:30, 12 o'clock, I said, I want wings. I want me a strawberry shake. I want a hamburger. All the things, some fried wings, a hamburger. Dante Owens, shout out to Dante, here in Clarksville. He's Owens Burger Shack. And he won an award at the Jackson, Mississippi State Fair, having the best burger in Mississippi. I had never tasted it. I said I was going to get that burger. Child, look, y'all, I got my burger and my wings. He makes the best wings, too. He makes some honey, lemon pepper. After the fast over, I'm going to have to get y'all some. those are the bombs. We're going to have to find those. Y'all meet me here in Clarksville. He doesn't have a restaurant, but you can go pick up the food. We can go sit in the park and eat us some wings, y'all. So, but the wings are so good. So good. Let me move this from my screen. Okay. So good. So I got wings. I got a burger. Y'all hear me? I got wings and a burger. Okay. Yes, wings. So I ate the burger first. It was good, like my grandma's burger. But I like those premium burgers. I don't like no McDonald's burgers. But now they got those premium burgers that are real, made out of 100% beef. And so that's like the only thing. I used to get a fish sandwich, fish fillet, but I get those premium 100% beef burgers. Those are really good, the barbecue bacon, whatever. But I ain't want that. I wanted a grandma homemade burger, so I went to Owens. Ate that burger, y'all. Called myself that was around, 1 o'clock noon. Called myself, well, I'm going to save these wings for dinner. By the time I made it home around 3 or 4 from getting the kids, I was eating them wings, and I sat in that car. And anybody know me, I don't really eat like a whole lot like that. I ate every last one. It was 12 of them. Ooh, I ate every last one of them wings. They had done me half and half. I ate every last one of them wings about 4 o'clock, and it's would have been dinner for me. And I drank my strawberry shake. I only left a little bit. I was going to go back and drink it before midnight. But I didn't get the chance, and I'm so upset. I'm just put away. And so, yeah, I could have. You see, I got lost in talking about it because it was so good. But let me get back on track. And I said, as soon as this fast over, that's what I want again. All three of them. I don't want the burger. I don't need the burger. But I do want them wings. So, anyway, let me not make myself upset and get back to this food guideline. You see how hard it is to discipline yourself. Because I know it's one thing about food. I don't know about you, even when I really didn't eat much, because I really did not eat much years back. And people would love to eat with me because they could eat all the food, especially my husband. He would eat all the food that I couldn't eat. And so we're on the guidelines page. And so let's just go down the list. Water only. Water is our drink of choice. You'll see water is our drink of choice. It's our designated drink of the TEF 21 Epithet. No, I'm going to go down to the bottom of that page. It says drink at least 5 to 16.9 ounces of bottles of water daily, 84 to 100 ounces total. Failure to do so may result in constipation or other intestinal issues due to an alteration in the normal food intake and in the body's regular pattern of digestion. And I got some nurses on the SFAD. Come on, send me a little note, nurses. Look, and they'll vouch for me. You need to drink that water, get that body lubricated so you won't be constipated. I don't want you constipated on the SFAD. Then I made you constipated because I want you healthy and whole and receiving what the Lord has for you. So water only. It says, the next one says, no fried food. Somebody say, no fried food. No fried food. No, my elbow is just a little ash. That's so true. Thank you, Tamika. That's my nurse. That's one of my nurses. We got a nursing Anna, you have to type in your credentials because I don't want to say the wrong thing. I think she's a a registered nurse, but I think she might have got something else advanced yesterday. So we got Tamiko is one of our nurses by profession, and in the nursing field, Tamiko Walters is in the nursing profession. We got Anna Jones. Okay, Tamiko is a CNA. That's all right, Tamika. Look, maybe I'm speaking those. Look, maybe hey, we headed that way. That's all right, but she's a CNA, so she still knows medical stuff. She still knows something about the medical field. Anna just graduated, like I said, I think registered nurse, and no fried foods. We're not doing fried food. That's why I can't get those wings. I can get some grilled wings or boiled wings, but no fried wings. No fried wings. No Popeyes. No Popeyes. No fried wings. Okay, no fried foods. Period. It says no breads of any kind, but it has 2 asterisks on it. It has 2 asterisks on it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because on Mondays, which will be our no meat Monday, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. You will be allowed to do some bread. You will be allowed to do some bread. And it says no flour tortillas or wraps. Asterisk by those because you will be allowed to do those more than once a week, but no more than twice a week. And definitely one of those days would be Monday. And so we'll get to that. So no bread, no flour tortillas or wraps, with the exception of, I'll take the exception, no beef or other red meats, no venison, no duck, no lamb chops, no beef, no pork. No beef, no pork, no crackers, except, got the little asterisk by those because we do have exceptions. And we do have, it says no pasta, including ramen noodles and rice. But we do have an exception on the rice. We do have an exception on the crackers on No Meat Mondays. We make an exception because we have to substitute the protein on No Meat Mondays. And you kind of need a few little of the fillers. You don't want to do too many, but you will need some. Okay, no candy, no cookies, no donuts, no cakes, no pies, no chocolate, no caramel, no muffins, no pancakes, no Jell-O. All right, no potato chips. There are some exceptions on tortilla chips, and that's plain tortilla, not Doritos. And that's again on No Meat Monday. One other day in the week. And we'll talk about that. No processed or packaged potatoes, instant or mashed, except on No Meat Mondays. And this is every day. These guidelines go for every day of the 21 days of the fast, except for those No Meat Mondays. It says no processed or packaged potatoes. You can have potatoes, but no pre-packaged potatoes except on those filler days, Mondays, and you can choose another if necessary. If you just can't, because once you do this any amount of time, you start running out of options of food. So that's when we started saying, hey, I had to eat a little rice 2 days or 3 days a week. I didn't have nothing else to eat. So we'll talk about that. But as a general rule, and at no point, like I said, let me reiterate, no candy, cookies, donuts, cake, pies, chocolate, caramel, muffins, pancakes, Jell-O, etc. Even if you eat a granola bar, which granola bars are allowed, you're not eating the ones with chocolate. All right? So I know those little candy stuff on. No chips, no potato chips, no Doritos, no processed or packaged potatoes, except on except on those No Meat Mondays. No sodas, no juices, no coffee for the caffeine here, no tea, no alcohol. So I took a little wine for the summer, not during this 21-day boot camp. All right. No processed cheese products, Velveeta, imitation cheese products, etc. But you can have natural cheese, and we'll talk about that. So the meats that are approved on this fast, if you go right up under that, the meats that are approved, it says you may eat grilled, baked, George Foreman grill. What do you call those things? That little convection oven that you put the stuff in and it cook real fast. I forgot it's the little new wave oven. That's the thing. You made new wave oven. You can grill it, bake it. George Foreman grill it, outside grill, bake, pan sear chicken. You know, pan sear when you put a little olive oil in a little, just a tad bit of butter or a little olive oil in a skillet and kind of brown it on each side, then put it in the oven. You can pan sear chicken, fish. You can eat any seafood and turkey, lean meat choices on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, only during active boot camp, unless otherwise stated in your specific fast calendar for May 21. See the fasting within the boot camp section below for more information. All right, and we already talked about water. Drink your water. You're going to need that water. Drink your water. Now I'm on page 6, and it says, this is page 6. It says, some approved, and again, if you can't find this, I emailed it to everyone. I did email it to every single body. And so I'm on page 6. It says, some approved menu items for meals and snacks. Natural cheeses are okay. All fresh fruits and vegetables are okay. Salads, it says spring mix and romaine lettuce are recommended, are okay. You put a little line X over romaine because romaine lettuce has been recalled. There have been people sick. There were no reported deaths. I think there was one reported death in the last week. So don't you say I said eat no romaine, scratch romaine off the list. Okay? Spring mix is good and just that old iceberg for now until they get romaine back to business. That was my favorite. So let's see. One serving of plain low sodium tortilla chips, no Doritos, moderately is okay. Yogurt low in sugar is okay. Hummus, salsa, and a fresh guacamole is okay. They have holy guacamole. That's fine. It doesn't have to be fresh. It can be just guacamole. One serving of plain cheese, moderately is okay. No added flavor. No jalapeno pickle baked cheese, but just plain baked cheese. Just any of the baked cheeses are okay because I don't think they really put too much in those. So if you want the jalapeno, that's just a pencil thing. But it says one serving of plain low sodium pita chips moderately is okay. Popcorn, not the movie butter brand or the artificially flavored kinds, are okay. Rice cakes, not the artificially flavored ones, eaten moderately are okay. One serving of plain low sodium pretzels moderately are okay. One serving of graham crackers moderately is okay. Granola bars, not the one containing any candy or chocolate toppings, are okay. Peanut, almond, and or cashew butter is okay. Nuts, not the mix that contains candy, are okay. Honey and warm lemon water mixture is okay. And apple cider vinegar, if you want to put a little apple cider vinegar in it, because that helps burn fat. Okay, you make your own little tea. But we're not even drinking tea during this fast, so, because that wasn't fair to the coffee drinkers. The tea drinkers get the caffeine from the tea. Coffee drinkers get caffeine from the coffee. And so I know it's going to be rough for my coffee drinkers these 21 days. We can do all things through Christ which strengthens us. And so let's try to make that happen. And so now let's go back to the rice, potatoes, crackers, and flour tortillas. And right up under there are two asterisks, and it says for dietary stability purposes, you may have rice, potatoes, flour tortillas, wraps, and or crackers on No Meat Monday. Brown rice and 100% stone grain crackers are preferred but not required. So if you only got that plain old white Uncle Ben's, that's fine. In serving sizes. So one of the things that we want to focus on is portion control in the SFA. Portion control. I hate to leave. I really want to show you guys this. if you can give me like 30 seconds, I'll be right back. Just 30 seconds. I'm going to run and get. I knew it wouldn't take me long, so I said, let me go on and run. This is, I was trying to explain to the people that came last Saturday. Perfect portions, perfect portions. These work really good. I did mine this morning. I had grits and chicken sausage for breakfast. This morning, got up and did um, I did my portion control this morning. That's why one of my containers are missing. And so that's perfect portions. And inside that, they have those at Walmart. They have them at Fred's for $9.99. I got mine for $9.99 at Fred's. So this is so awesome. It says meal plan and recipe guide. So it has all kind of meal plan little things in it. So if one of your goals for this fast is weight loss, if one of your goals, it gives all kind of, it tells you how to determine your daily caloric intake. And I have, and it gives you how to do that. But one of the apps I'm going to show you today does the same thing, where you can plug in your weight. Remember, you're supposed to weigh ourselves. You can plug your weight in. So yes, my little orange carb container is missing, and my fruit's 1 cup. So like when you get ready to eat, you can put your fruit in here and say that's my portion size. My protein, my meat for my meal, it should be able to fit in here. Even if it's a chicken breast, if I cut it up and stacked it on top of each other, it should be able to fit in here. This is 3/4 cup of protein, or as they say, a deck of carbs. That's how big your a serving of meat is. And veggies, we eating chicken, turkey, fish, and you can have crab legs. You can have lobster. You can have scallions, seafood. Okay, veggies. Now look how small my salad dressing containers are. So when you have salad, your dressing, you put that much dressing on it. This is recommended portion sizes for salad dressing. And if you're gonna put some like sunflower seeds and stuff on your salad, see how small these are? This is considered. This is 2 tablespoons. And your cheese should go in here. It's really, cheese is not even, shouldn't be this much. I know I eat this much, but it should be like 1/4 of it, your cheese, or at least half of it. But it depends. It really depends though on if losing weight is one of your goals. If losing weight is like nowhere near anything you want to do, then hey, but they say it's your world, so it's up to you. But if you're interested, like me, in losing some weight, then these will help. So that's perfect portion. They have those at Fred, Dollar General. No, excuse me. Yeah, I know they have them at Dollar General. They have them at Fred. They have them at Walmart, where they have at front, where they have their whole section of, you can buy this, and off the TV, it's TV. So I wanted to show you guys that. So I got that's where it was. So you can have rice, potatoes, flour, tortillas, wraps, and crackers on No Meat Monday. You can also tortilla chips. The key word also in the fast is portion control and moderation. So we got 2 days, and I ain't gonna lie, some weeks you might be like, I just couldn't eat no more chicken without nothing on it. I had to eat me one of them wraps. I was gone to the Howard. I had to get the little Wendy's thing, the wrap. I was gonna get the meat, but it was so nasty. I had to go on and get the wrap. So it wasn't No Meat Monday, but I just couldn't do it. I know I can't do the bread. I told them to wrap it up in the wrap. I'm sorry. So don't be sorry. Get your wraps. Just don't get that every day, because the point is no bread. We're not supposed to be doing bread, period. And so the tortilla wrap does contain flour, so we're not trying not to do bread. So once, twice, no more than 3 times a week. Okay, and that's for the plain tortilla chips. So you can get you some salsa. One of my favorite snacks is the salsa, the plain tortilla chips with a little cheese melted on them. Dip it in some guacamole or some salsa, and some sour cream. Get a little sour cream. So that's one of my go-to snacks. So you can have the plain tortillas, no Doritos, once, no more than between 1 and 3 times a week. Okay, and that's crackers, potatoes, rice as well. Try to do brown rice if you can. If not, don't worry about it. It says do not load up on carbs on no meat Monday, as that behavior would be counterproductive since starch is metabolized as sugar. Now, one of the main goals of the fast is to limit foods high in carbohydrates and added sugar. It says the aforementioned dietary exceptions are restricted to reasonable limits of the recommended portion sizes allotments twice a week. Keep up with your portion size as best as you can. Like me, I love macaroni and cheese. I don't think of portion size when I put that on my plate, especially with some good bake. But during the fast, you want to say, okay, pasta. We not having macaroni during fast because it's pasta, so we're not doing it. Yeah, no pasta. So, where was I? Okay, juicing raw fruits and vegetables are highly recommended since all fruits and vegetables are best consumed in raw and uncooked capacity for maximum nutritional value. If you have a juicer, use it. If you got a Ninja, use that. You can consume 100% fruit or vegetable smoothies as a meal replacement. Must be the 100% one, preferably not the extremely sugar ones from fast food restaurants. That's preferably. But now, if I'm on the run and I got to eat breakfast, because when you fast, you got to eat something. When you're fasting, if you don't eat anything, you kind of mess yourself up. You be sick throughout the day. And so if you press the time and you have McDonald's, yeah, those smoothies are a little bit higher in sugar content, but it's still better than getting a sausage biscuit because we're not eating sausage. So go ahead and get that strawberry smoothie. They have a strawberry and a pineapple mango. If you need one of those, you can get those. But it's just 100. It's fruit because they put it's fruit in those smoothies. And I think not milk. I think I asked one time. I know it's ice. I know why I thought they said milk, but I don't think they have it. I'll check for sure because I don't want to tell you anything wrong. But those are okay. What else is okay? They have grits at McDonald's. If you ask for grits, they have grits. Plain grits. You can get the grits from McDonald's in the morning. They have oatmeal. Their oatmeal is really good, and it has cranberries, raisins, and some nuts or something, some walnuts or something. And so you can get those are three things that are approved from. Oh, and the yogurt parfait. It'll make you feel like you got a nice sweet treat, but it's real fruit and plain yogurt and granola. So you can have yogurt parfait from McDonald's. So those are just some little snacks I threw out there. But if you buy the name brands for those fruit smoothies are Naked, and they have vegetable smoothies. The Naked brand, Boathouse Farms, Odwalla. Even some of these options have a higher sugar content than others. Choose the lower in sugar content when using as a meal replacement for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So during the fast, some days for breakfast, I will drink a shake, I have to watch mine because I am diabetic, and so if you decide to drink, one of those for breakfast, then just try to watch the sugar. Try to get the one that's lower in sugar when you at the store picking them out. Y'all, I can't stand my eyebrows. Okay, I'm gonna do them as soon as I get off of here. They ain't gonna even matter. Okay. 100% fruit and vegetable juices and smoothies are limited to within reasonable limits of the recommended portion sizes and allotments. It says we can have reduced sugar cereals with either 2% reduced fat or 1% skim milk. If you eat cereal, don't eat the Count Chocula chocolate, chocolate puffs. If you getting even if it's sweet, if you do a portion size, it won't be so bad. Honey Smacks, for example, Golden Crisp, those are high in sugar, but they're good and they don't have a lot of. It's just sugary, period. If you're gonna eat something that's sugary without the different flavors and stuff, it doesn't have the different flavors. Still, sweetened puff cereal. Still try to stick to the portion size, or I didn't even know cereal was on a portion size. So black people we get those big old country mixing bowls, or really a big bowl. And I know I never used to get one bowl of cereal. So I didn't even know there was such thing as portion control with cereal, but it is. And so just try to also 2% reduced fat milk or skim milk. We're drinking milk. You can have milk with your cereal, and if you want to drink milk, you can. Just preferably the reduced fat milk or skim milk That's all I drink. Once you get used to the reduced fat, it's fine. But if you just, yeah, we don't stick to that because we really not having nothing but water. So especially if you're drinking 2% or skim milk. All right, I gave you a link to some best cereals, and so you can type that in your browser and get to it. And it says the word moderately in the documentation above is defined as avoiding extremes of behavior or expression, observing reasonable limits. We talked about salad and salad dressing. Remember, I am lie, I'm the main one. I'm a salad dressing queen. Love that ranch. I go to Sam's Grill in Clarksville and just buy ranch. And sometimes I dip my potato chips in it, put some Trappy's hot sauce in it. Sometimes I get 3 and 4 and pour them over my salad. But let's just try to, cut down. If you use 4 things, use 2. Then maybe by the end of the fast, you can try 1. Maybe it's just too nasty. What I don't want you to do is go so extreme, even on the fasting end, that once this is over, you don't want no parts of fasting again. Because see, that's what happens to some people. You get so extreme. Oh, I do all of this, and now I'm just going to do just a little. Some people are really serious about making lifestyle changes, and they stick to it. But if you know you in the middle of that road, you don't want to go so far to the end where you can't resume a normal lifestyle, and then you feel like, oh, I did all that during the fast. I ain't doing that no more. So instead of doing 4, try 2. Try to cut it in half. And so observing reasonable limits. Please employ this definition in your most sensible judgment when eating those foods noted within this word in true moderation throughout this 3-week time span. All right, Brett, let me tell you, I remember Sharon, I know she was mad at me telling me. Sharon and I met at McDonald's one morning during the last boot camp in May. And we were talking about what we were going to get. And so we both love sweet tea. But I was getting a pancake because I know I couldn't have any pork or beef. So I was like, I'm not going to get the sausage with the pancake, but I'm going to get pancakes and something else. And then she's like, well, I'm going to get my sweet tea and something else she said. And we looked at each other. Or somebody going to get a biscuit or something? We said, good, we can't eat no biscuit, no pancake. So we laughed because we had to adjust our whole meal. I had to get some oatmeal. And I'm trying to see if Sharon got anything. I think we were both disgusted because we call ourselves trying to stick to the fast. And then once we realized everything, we can't eat nothing fried, can't get a hash brown. It was just a mess. But we made it. So it says at the bottom of page 6, if you have any questions or doubts about a food choice after reading over those pages again, email me, text me, or call me, and be sure to leave a message. And my number is flattered on everything. Okay? You can also use the number on the flyer. Doesn't matter. You can reach me at all of this. Okay? Now, the next page, it says fiber. Get more fiber. That's on page 7. And I'm not going to read every word verbatim for time purposes because I do not plan to do this all day. I just wanted to get you guys through this booklet so you can know what you're not eating and get you through this and get you to your assignment today. You have, and this was one of your assignments today, and your second assignment is to fill out your meal plan, and that's due by tomorrow at midnight. So you have assignments today. You start assignments tomorrow. Today is considered day 1. Day 1 is Saturday, May 12th at noon, and the fast will end. So Saturday, May 12th, 2018 at noon is when what we're calling day 1 fast begins, even though it actually officially started yesterday. It started yesterday, but our official start will be today, May 12th, 2018 at noon. And we will end on Friday, June 1st, 2018 at noon. Okay? That'll be our official end time. Okay, I know it said the 31st, but like I said, yesterday was kind of a fumble through day for everybody, me included. Because, I was still registering people, get people in the system and trying to get everything set up and situated. And so I did a good job, I think. And so I'm trying to get everything on the road. Citrus fruit. Try to eat citrus fruit daily. I sent you all a picture with a guy, 2 guys and a lady working out. And I got this from them. It says, try to eat citrus fruit daily unless diabetic or other medical conditions forbid it to help jumpstart and or boost immunity. Get you some vitamin C. Raw fruits and vegetables. Remember, eating those are highly recommended since you get the maximum nutritional value with those raw veggies. So get you some carrots, dip them in some ranch. Instead of potato chips, I like that crunch. That's why I used to eat Reese's Pieces. I used to just buy those movie theater boxes, sometimes 3 a day, like a crackhead. I ate them, turned them up. You know, had such a bad habit. To me, it was the baddest habit of smoking. When you looked at how high in saturated fats those things are, and how one box is 3 servings. So if I had 3 boxes in a day, that's 9 servings. Clogging my arteries up, and I did. I had high cholesterol, and I still take medicine for it. So that was a very unwise time in my life. And so if you want something to crunch like me, get you some raw fruits and vegetables. I know somebody asked, it just came to my mind. Somebody asked about those veggie chips. Yeah, the veggie chips, they sell them. They have like ranch veggie chips, but yeah, you can get those veggie chips. They're like puffed vegetable chips. Yeah, you can have those. All right. Low fat and low sodium foods are the optimal food selection during the SFAS boot camp. Now listen to this. There are many TEF bootcamp friendly foods, recipes, and meal plans that are contained with, I'm on page 7, that are contained within many of our more popular diets, such as the DISH diet. You can look up the DISH diet, the American Heart Association diet. If you're serious about losing weight, when people go for formal surgery, whether it's weight loss surgery, whether it's especially heart surgery, any kind of major medical or chronic illness surgery, the Heart Association diet is a good one. The Mediterranean diet, diabetic menu in our newspaper, they print diabetic meal choices. And you know what I said? I was going to kind of, I ain't saying cheat, but I was going to use those when I make my meal plan. I saved my a little piece of the newspaper because they had Monday through Friday. I was like, oh, I can make myself this. I don't even have to look. The thinking has already been done. That's what my pastor used to say. Sometimes we racking our brains to do stuff, and the thinking has already been done. So why repeat the process? The Mediterranean diet is a very, very, very good diet because it reports several enhanced medical benefits. And if you have chronic conditions like me, you need. The funniest thing is, my last fast was March. I fasted for 31 days. When I got my blood work done, my A1C had dropped from a 7 point, I think it was a 7.7, 7.8. It had dropped first. It dropped down to a 7.4, and then it went to a 7.1. And I followed this boot camp. And anybody that knows anything about A1C, they don't test them. They don't even test them. I think it's every 3 months because you don't experience that significant of a change unless you have a diet change. With a 1 month diet change, bam, pull mine down. And so I know. So let me give you a little caveat. I should eat like this all the time. And then pick special days. And I got a treat for everybody when I tell you about special days. Pick special days where you splurge and have a good time. But depending on your medical condition, then you have to. I want to say that while it's on my mind. It said some of these diets are already aligned to address several outstanding health conditions. Please Google these diets and note that they may be sifted through to be eaten, utilized, as long as they do not interfere with the TEF boot camp guidelines listed above. So you can follow any of those diets. Just have to omit the foods if they got a pork loin in it, lean meat, doesn't even matter. That's not part of our diet. Pork is not part of our diet. The pig is not part of our diet. The bacon is not allowed in our diet. I love the bacon, but the bacon can't come on the extra fat. And while I'm here, if you are under doctor's care, submit this information if you want to do it to your doctor. Do not. I highly recommend that no human being starts any health or medical regimen without consulting a doctor first, because if something happens to you, the SFAS will not be held liable. And I actually had a form that you fill out, but it's not on the thing. But I will not be held liable. I won't, because it's somewhere in this booklet that I put I won't be held liable for it. And you got it, so, and I got your signature on your registration form. So if I don't have a registration form, I definitely need that. But if you take medicine, I think I'm the poster child for medicine. I take a total of 17 different medicines, and I take, it's either 16 or 17, and I take about 40 to 50 pills a day. I'm a double kidney transplant recipient and survivor. I have two kidneys from a deceased child in my abdomen, in my lower right abdomen, on what's called my iliac aorta. So I'm a miracle. I'm a miracle. My kidneys failed from what we thought was due to childbirth. My last daughter, Judah, she's 8 years old. She'll be 9 this summer. But I come to find out years later, when I found out I had chronic, kidney failure and stage renal disease, that I was probably born with a kidney condition and was never supposed to have children. That's my whole testimony. I have three beautiful children, and God opened my womb and blessed me with children. And so right now, He's keeping me. He's healing me and He's keeping me. And I had surgery, and I'm doing all right. I'm struggling myself, I'll be honest, with having a consistent pattern and habit of getting my medicines down at a certain time. I'm not great at that. But the funniest thing about when I fast, you all give me that accountability, and it helps me take better care of myself. And this time, I want it to be personal, and this time, I want to stick to the plan. And I need you all's help, because if you do it with me, there's strength in numbers, so I can get all my medicines down pat, because it's a chore. It takes me hours to actually, I have my medicines in a 4x4 container, it's a 28 space container, 28 section container, 7 days a week. I take medicine 4 times a day. It takes me 2.5 sometimes to fill that up, just depending on what's going on. So, yeah. And if you take medicine, when you get ready on the days that we're fasting till noon, or that we're fasting till 3, because we will have full fast days, 1 to noon, and then by the end of that last week, we'll do a fast to 3 o'clock. And so if you take medicine like I do, and so like I said, I probably take more medicine than anybody on the face. If you take medicine, I always take insulin. I give myself shots on a sliding scale, and I give myself Traceba, which is not on the sliding scale. It's a basal insulin where I just give myself that once a day, and it's supposed to help maintain my sugar level. And so, as Paul said, I take more medicine than you all. So what I do, even on the No Meat Monday, you have to find things that you can take your medicine with. I cannot take my medicine on an empty stomach. I feel really, really sick. So I'm still fasting if I eat something that coats my stomach. And what I do when I'm not on a fast is get a piece of bread, because that's something, and get some soup. And so even if you take medicine and you need something to fill your stomach, you can, get you some wheat bread and some soup. But if you want to come as close to the guidelines as possible, you can do soup, and you can do some crackers with the let me end. You're freezing, Elizabeth. Yours is freezing. Can you hear me? Let me see if I can. I think that other one. Let me know if you all can type. I see Elizabeth. Thank y'all for going and group me, because I'm getting those messages and group me. It pops up on my screen. So if you got a message for me while we're doing this, I can see all the ones in group me. If you're freezing, log out. Cut the broadcast off. Exit out of YouTube, Elizabeth. Just exit out of YouTube and kind of throw it away. When you clear your phone or clear your tablet, throw it away. Try to come back in and see if that helps. If you try to come back in, then you can see if that helps. That should help. That should alleviate that freezing problem. And if it just by chance does not work, then the great thing about this live stream is it'll be out and available for your viewing purpose and pleasure. And you'll be able to go back and look at it. And so you'll just pick up wherever it froze before. So if that'll help anybody. But if you got any more questions, that's awesome. Thank you, Elizabeth and Anna, I think it was, and Layla. Go ahead and send me your questions through GroupMe, because they're coming up in the top of my screen. And so I can get right to whatever your question is. So if you have a question, type it out and I'll address it. All right. So yeah, make sure you eat enough to take your medicine. Do not sacrifice taking your medicine, because that will not be a blessing and a benefit to you. It has not been a blessing and a benefit to me when I have done it. So don't do that. God, in the name of Jesus, God, one thing God gave us is sense, right? He gave us sense. And He expected for us to use it. So what they say. let's just say be smart. I was gonna say don't be a dummy all your life, but let's just be smart, okay? And why? Let's use wisdom and put wisdom. Limit and reduce the use of these items in your diet. Sugar. Reduce sugar consumption as much as possible. I talk about uh, uh, um, limit artificial sweeteners and substitutes as much as possible. You can still use them, but just as much as possible. If you try a healthy lifestyle for 21 days and you feel it doesn't work for you, just look at the numbers. Everybody should have weighed themselves, and at the end of the boot camp, if you stick to it, you will see an improvement. Like I said, I saw an improvement in every single number I had. That meant my blood pressure was good. When I went back to the doctor in March, right after March, beginning of April, everything was good, and it was just so good that I was like, "This is how I'm supposed to eat. Not supposed to be getting those shakes and wings and burgers every day. Maybe one day, but I need to eat like this for optimum health because my body has been through a lot. It has been through a lot. My body is a soldier in the army of the Lord. And so it tells you try honey and it gives suggestions. Limit processed food. I give you a website with processed food. Foods with GMOs as much as possible. Processed food, condiments. Limit those condiments. This is on page 7. Limit or reduce the use of condiments. The size of condiments. You know what I'm saying? It says, be careful and employ moderation with salad dressing, sour cream, sauces. I'm a little bit salty because I like to dip. I like everything I eat. I always got some sauce somewhere. So try to limit processed food. Processed food, you eat when people say I'm eating raw or going, eating green, eating raw, going vegan. It's much just unprepared, not cooked food, but clean eating. That's what I'm trying to say. When people talk about clean eating, that stuff they haven't been processed. They ain't got no high fructose corn syrup. Let's try to eat as little of that as possible. It's not possible to avoid unless you on a vegan diet, but you can limit it. And one of the greatest ways to limit that is to limit fast food consumption. During these 21 days, we want to eat fast food as little as possible. But, in order to do that, you have to have groceries. And so this is the middle of the month, so people have already bought the groceries for the month. And that's why I had the meeting last month because it was like beginning grocery time, And so if you have bought groceries, just kind of have to put that pork in the freezer, put that beef in the freezer. It'll be good in June. But we're going to do chicken, fish, turkey, and seafood. Okay. Create a meal and exercise plan, mandatory. It says each week you will be provided a 7-day menu and exercise calendar that provides space for you to plan out breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks to prepare meals that fit within the parameters laid out by the 21-day boot camp. It says fill out this calendar utilizing meals that adhere to the dietary guidelines specified on pages 5 through 7 of this booklet. If you need additional meal ideas, you can search Google. You can download and begin to utilize CookSmart app. Small fee for that. Pepper Plate is a free app. Zip List is a free app to help you both create and manage new recipes. Additionally, you will receive an empty grocery checklist template to write down your grocery list as you decide on daily meals. Remember, if you fail to plan, you most certainly plan to fail. Please scan and upload to turn in your completed calendars on all 3 Sundays before midnight to the estherfast@gmail.com. Even if you like your registration form, once you do it, take a picture of it with your phone, email me that picture to the estherfast, TheEstherFast@gmail.com. And then you're going to upload your completed calendar. They're due every Sunday before midnight. It's a mandatory prerequisite assignment that must be completed before that week. Training lessons are distributed. If I don't get your calendar, you don't get your days. I'm going to give everybody day 1 and day 2 because that's Saturday and Sunday. But if you don't give me that calendar, I don't give you day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7. So I need that calendar. So I'm going to need that meal plan and your exercise plan. And I made grocery shopping very simplified. So now we're on page 8. You can turn that and go to page 8 of this booklet, but I am now going to show you how that looks. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is how the meal plan looks. I have, if you were not at the if you were not at the what do you call it? The meeting last Saturday, I did not yet send you this, but I am going to send this to everyone. And so I want to show you. I'll show you Zoom in just a second, but I really want everybody to see how this looks. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to. I have two. Now, what was that? Okay. Okay, I'm missing my tablet. I got so much stuff going on here. Okay, there's my tablet. I'm gonna get rid of these registration forms. I got all kind of. Let me get rid of this right now. Sorry. I hope everybody can hear me pretty good. Okay. Again, I apologize. Okay. I'm just trying to get rid of this. Trying to slide this out of my way. But I'm just dropping. And this is my registration booklet for everybody. Okay. Hope everybody can hear me really good. Believe it or not, we are almost done. I know it's been a minute, but we are almost done. And so this is an assignment. Today is training. So anytime you do anything that is substantial and beneficial, you do have to be trained to do it. So this is training. It is hard. That's why people are like, well, okay, I don't know what to do next. Can't do nothing next until you're training on what it is you're doing first. So yeah, this is training. So training takes a minute. If you ever work the job and once you start a new job, you have to go to training. Usually training lasts all day. So the good thing about this training, it won't last all day. But it will take a minute. So now what I want to do is show you guys the Zoom app. Because the most amazing thing about the Zoom app is you can pull stuff up on the Zoom app. Oh my God. So awesome. So awesome. So awesome. Okay, trying to see. Okay. So if you have an Android or an iPhone, I'm using Android tablet and iPhone tablet. That's okay. I'll put that. So I have. And if somebody would, while you're waiting on me, if you could go into GroupMe and tell Elizabeth what I said, just because I'm not sure if she heard me, cut it off, just exit out of YouTube Live and start over, and if that doesn't alleviate the problem of freezing, then just replay this, replay the training. Okay. Okay. So I have an Android tablet and an iPhone tablet. So I want to do it on both. I have two ways to log in. My only problem is so what I want you to do now, if you have a second, if you have a tablet or a phone or something, what I want you to do now is pull up your app. This is how the app looks on iPhone or a tablet. On iProduct. The app looks like this. It looks like, where is it? Okay. Zoom, Zoom. It's a blue camera. That's it right there. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, thank you, Elizabeth. All right, so that's Zoom. That's the Zoom app on my iPad. ZOOM. It's a blue camera. It's a blue video camera. If it's not on your tablet, go ahead and download it. If you don't have it on your iPhone or your Android, go ahead and download it. And this is how it looks on let me see. This is how it looks on the Android tablet. There it is right there. My key is there. This one. Okay, it's right beside banana phone. Y'all see it? I see it's a glare from the light. There it is, right there. Zoom is still that blue, you know, that blue background with the video camera. And so I'm gonna go in on my iPad. Is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I made a mistake and clicked. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. So I'm clicking Zoom. And I want to schedule. I want to start a meeting now. I'm going in. You join. You have to sign up, of course, if you haven't joined. You can come off of this because you can go back and replay this portion. So if you're using the only phone by watching this tutorial, you can listen first, and I'll show you. You can just go ahead and listen, and then you can wait a few minutes, and then I will. Then you can go in and try to do it. So the Zoom app, it says meet now, but that's because I've already. Once I did it, you have to join. You have to give yourself a password and everything. But what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna show you guys, what I'm gonna do, um, video meeting. There are several ways we can meet. We can do a video meeting. We can do a screen share meet. And so what I'm gonna do is send everybody a link to and what I'm going to send it, I'm going to post it on GroupMe to join this meeting. And the awesome thing about this, Holly tried it out with me and Sharon tried it out. Once I send you this link through GroupMe, I said, yeah, I got my tablet, so I forgot I could actually talk to you guys on GroupMe, but I'm, still trying to do the booklet and the video as well. So once I find GroupMe, okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to join our Zoom. I'm going to say meeting inside. It's our meeting inside of our meeting. Inside of the meeting, inside of our other meeting. I just want to show you guys that sheet that don't have it. And of course, when I get off, I'm going to send it to you. Okay, bear with me a second. Okay, I just sent it in GroupMe. I want to send it in the reminder, but I think GroupMe is sufficient. I don't even know where remind is on it. Oh, I got somebody coming in my meeting. Okay, Sharon is in. Sharon, hi Sharon. Hey Sharon, you doing all right? Okay, now I'm still live here. I hope you don't mind me showing the screen, Sharon. You see me? I'm in the corner. Sharon's here. Now, when more, you can go ahead if you can do it at the same time and join Sharon and I. I want to show everybody. Once you sign up for Zoom, if you can, go ahead and come in Zoom with us. Go ahead and come in Zoom. I just wanted to show you something. I want to show you how awesome technology is. So right now, hey Sharon, you doing all right? Good, good. I won't be too much longer. Because my family will be home shortly. When they come in, All bets are off. So I'm racing against that. Anna is on. Hey, Anna. Where are you, Anna? You here, Anna? Oh, hold on, Sharon. Can you see? You can still see me when I put it down. Anna, I don't see you. Anna, we don't see you. You can. Okay, now where am I? Participant. Let me see. Okay, now why don't I see it? That's weird. There we go. Hey, Anna. Hey, how you doing? Okay. Do you see Anna or did Anna disappear? Okay. Anna, can you hear her? Well, Anna. She did come on. I did see her face. And I'm trying to look for the reminder. Reminder. Is that somebody else? Okay, that's somebody else. Hey, Anna, how you doing? Now let's see who this is. Now who's the next person? Person number 4. Where are you? Hey, who's 9? We can hear you, Anna. We can hear you. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to show you guys. There's one more person on. Let me see. I don't know who that is, but that's somebody else. Okay. Wait a minute, Anna. So are you on two entities? Yes, I am. I dialed into my phone and I'm in the app at the same time. Oh, you the bomb. Okay, well, so it's 3 of us, but you see that she dialed in through her phone. Now, how did you dial into your phone, Anna? Can you hear me? I can hear you. What you say? Okay, how'd you dial in through your phone? It's like it gave me the option when I put the meeting ID in, and then it said dial in, so I just dialed in. I switched the number and it just dialed me into my phone. Well, that's awesome. Now you see that. So if you don't want to be seen, you can be on here and see. So Anna did both. She dialed in and she can be seen. So you can see my screen vaguely, but I want to show you another amazing feature. Amazing feature. I can share content with you all from here. And so what I'm going to do is pull up this meal and exercise plan sheet. This is what I'm going to do. If I can get it to work, that's my prayer. Okay, so let me try to do this. Okay, let's see. 1 second. I'm logging in because I want to show everybody that sheet that doesn't have it. Okay. Okay, now it's logging in where I can access. I'm not a robot. I'm not a robot. I'm sorry, y'all. I hate that it's trying to get me to do this stuff now. You know, SBT. Oh. Okay, let me see. 1 second, guys. Now this should get me in. It didn't get me in. Oh well. Well, anyway, I'll just have to hold it up. So I just want to show you guys how to use this, and for some reason it won't let me. I know I can do it on my phone because I'm already in on my phone, but I don't want to mess up my. Let me try one more time. Let me try one more time. And if it doesn't work, you know what? I might have another way. Let me see. think I'm gonna pull it up another way. I have another way to pull it up. That's probably got it. I don't think I'm gonna worry about it right now. But now this is what I'm gonna show you because I'm gonna email it to you. So I just show it like this for now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here can everybody see that? And so I'm back. Those that are on Zoom, let me see. I'll just leave y'all alone, just so you can. Just in case somebody else wants to come into the Zoom app, you're welcome to. Oh, I know what I could do. Oh, no wonder. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead with this because I know. Okay, let me try one more time. This is my last. Thank you guys for your patience. If you had come last week, we had free lunch at Senator's Place. They had all the good stuff we can't eat today. So today you'll be responsible. I think I got it. 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 Okay, I got it. 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 Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Now finding it is going to be the challenge. Oh yeah, week 1. Okay, let me show you how awesome Zoom is. Let me show you how awesome Zoom is. Do y'all see that? Can you see that? Anna, you see it? Okay, anybody? Okay. Awesome, awesome. I want more people to come join us on Zoom. I'm gonna invite the ladies, and if they come, good. They don't, then. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. These people are crazy. iTunes. I guess they say I'm on a different. I'm on something different. I'm on my tablet and not my phone. So it wasn't gonna let me use it. Okay. So let me send this text while I'm on here. I don't know who I would get. I'm just gonna try. Click the link. Click the link to join us. That's for people who are not now in our TEF meeting. So I'm going to send one more. We'll see if it goes through. Okay, and you all can tell me out loud if you get it, because I'm just going to leave Zoom open. Zoom up and open because that's what we're using right now. And okay, so if you're on Zoom, you can see the meal and exercise plan, and that was just the one. That's how it looks. So what do you do now? If you want to go on Zoom, Belinda, go on Zoom. You can come out of here if you want to, because you'll still be hearing and seeing the same thing. You can come out of this, so you won't miss anything. If you just come out of, if you're on the same, if you have a tablet and a phone, then you use whichever one you're not on. But if you only have one, then you can just go to Zoom on your phone if you have it downloaded. If you haven't downloaded Zoom, you have to download Zoom. But once you download Zoom, put your information in. Then actually, once you click on that link, it'll let you, start whatever and come right through to us. What did you have to do, Anna, to get through to us once you click through it? Hello, Anna. I had already downloaded the app before. Okay. So I just went Okay, so she had already downloaded the app. So what you will need, okay, so now click on the link since you downloaded the app. Click on the link in GroupMe or the link on your phone that I just sent, text by. Click that link, and then it should take you right to Zoom, and it'll plug and tell them you want to join that meeting where I sent you the link, and then it should bring you right here. And what I'm doing right now is sharing the screen, because unless you came to the meeting the other day, you won't have one to do, because I didn't email it yet. I am going to email it, but I'm not trying to email anything while I'm on the phone because I don't want to mess up anything. So this is the boot camp milling exercise. And as you see, I'm sharing my screen, my document. So it looks like this on Zoom. And that's when you come in, you should see that. And so if you see on Monday, I'm going to take those two things out. So on Monday, and then if you have Android, you do the same thing. It says Zoom Cloud successfully loaded. Go to Zoom. And you go, right back to Zoom. And then you go right in that meeting. Or you go, if I got that text, then I will go right to GroupMe and look, and go right in the Zoom or whatever. And so we were on page 8. We were on page 8 in our, that ash on my arm. We were on page 8 in the booklet. We were on page 8 in this booklet. And what we're doing right now, page 8 in the booklet, and meal and exercise thing is really at the bottom of page 7. That is your assignment that is due tomorrow night. What you're going to do is if you have a scanner, you're going to scan and upload it to the email bsterfast@gmail.com. So you're going to fill this in by hand. If you want to type it, you can. You're going to fill this in by hand or type it if you can, if you want to. But if it's easier to fill it out by hand, everybody see that? Fill it out by hand. And it had the P and the A on there. There's a P and there's an A. Because we want to exercise. Our goal for exercise. If you look at the top of page 8, it says, for most healthy adults, the Department of Health and Human Services recommends these exercise guidelines. Aerobic activity. Get at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous aerobic activity, or a combination of both moderate and vigorous activity and strength training. For the purposes of successfully completing the ESTFAST 21-day boot camp, we will incorporate at least 150 minutes of exercise into our weekly routine. This can be accomplished 2 ways. I want to cut, because we're doing 21 days, I had 150 minutes, but it can be, we can cut it down to 4 days, 4 days of exercise a week at 40 minutes, or 3 days of exercise a week at 30 minutes. 4 days at 30 minutes and 4 days at 40 minutes. It's 100. We're going to do a little less, just a little bit. 4 days at 30. So we're going to do 120 minutes of exercise a week, even though the recommended is 150. You do the recommended if you want to be healthy, if you want to lose weight. But I just don't want to overtax people, some of which have done nothing. I don't want to go from nothing to overexertion. So the recommended is 150 minutes a week. So if you want to do, in this book it says 4 days of exercise at 40 minutes a day. You can change that to 4 days at, change that to 3 days if you want to. 3 days of exercise at 40 minutes a day. That's 120 minutes. Or 5 days of exercise a week at 30 minutes, or you can change that to 4 days at 30 minutes a day. So we're doing 120 minutes at least, 120 to 150. So you follow us on the paper, or you cut it down by either 3 or 4 days. If you're doing 4 days a week, then you can do 30 minutes a day. If you're doing 3 days a week, then you need to do 40 minutes for those 3 days. Okay. And if you exercise twice in a day, you just cut that time in half. Some people exercise in the morning, before work, and after work. You just cut it in half. Now, please visit. You got to go to those websites. They're amazing. It's brokeandhealthy.com/100 free or cheap ways to exercise. And a woman's health. You know you have to type that in exactly like you see it. Ways to exercise without going to the gym. To discover diverse activities that we didn't even know were exercise and ways to incorporate varied levels of intensity into our exercise routine. You can always exercise longer than the allotted time, but please make an extra effort to meet the daily minimum requirements for exercise and disciplining the body during boot camp. That is a full 21 days. And the meal plans, remember, they go on the food guidelines. So what you're doing here, if you're looking on Zoom, if you came in through Zoom, remember what you're doing is today is Saturday. So you'll start on Saturday and put in your breakfast, whatever you have for breakfast. And then P stands for propose. That's what I plan to eat. You can just say plan. P is what I plan to eat. So besides that, P for Saturday, I put a cup of grits with little cheese, with a little cheddar cheese. I ate a cup of grits, and I ate Shawanda Kathy was in the meeting. Shawanda, why you leaving? Hey, I didn't even know you were here. Okay, I think Sharon left too. Shawanda was in here, Sharon left. But I got this, I'm sharing this page. Okay, so Anna, I think Sharon's on. So let me see. Okay, I got my files up. So yeah, I was sharing that worksheet. So let me see. Yeah, I had that one. I was sharing. Shawanda Kathy had come in. Shawanda, I did see you. I did see you. Okay, Sharon is back. Okay, so by P, remember that means plan. So I would write on P. I didn't plan beforehand. A is actual. So since I didn't fill this in, I would put mine by actual. I would put I ate grits and some chicken sausage. It's so good. They have it at Kroger. It is maple, so good. I forgot that it wasn't even a real sausage because it had that maple flavor, the bomb. So I'll tell you the brand. I'll take a picture of that. And so for lunch, I plan to do. I got some teriyaki chicken and like some little just cut up chicken breast, and it was grilled chicken breast, and it like some little sweet teriyaki sauce. The kind that you get from Subway, I got it from Subway when I got salad yesterday. And so I got half a salad left, and I got that meat. So I'm going to eat that. That's my lunch today, that and that meat. And for dinner, I'm going to have some salmon and some rice. Having salmon, rice, and another salad. And I might do broccoli cheese soup because I don't want to be home. I might add some broccoli cheese soup with that. Okay, and so you put that down. That's for P. Put it by plan, and then actual, you can just put yes or no. If you really ate that, then you once I return your form back to you, or once I check it off that I received it, it's really for you. You turn it in to me so I can know that you did it, and then I'll release your assignment, the rest of your assignment, because it's just one facet of your assignment. These calendars are due tomorrow night. You got to take a picture of it. I prefer you to scan it so it's a document. Scan it if you have a scanner. I have JotNot scanner. You can go on, but it's $4.99. JotNot scan. I think Shantae found a free one. Shantae Stewart found a free one. So you're going to fill this out all the way up until Friday. Because Saturday is today, so you're going to go all the way from today, Sunday, to Friday. And then at the very bottom, you see the words exercise, Y or N. You're going to plan which days you're going to exercise. If you're going to exercise today, circle yes. And then you plan to exercise. Just say you plan to exercise 4 days. So you do today, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's 4 days. And then you go back and did you actually exercise on those days yet? Put what you did. And if you didn't on the orange circle, no, I did not. And then put where it says A, put you actually exercise. I couldn't exercise on Monday because I had a meeting at work. So then you put it on Tuesday, the days you actually exercise. So this is your way of keeping up with what you're eating and then putting your snacks you see as a place for breakfast, It's a place for lunch. Let me put this down. It's a place for breakfast, place for lunch, place for dinner, place for snack number one. Like I already know one of my snacks today is going to be, I got some Cheez-It. Another one, I got some honey roasted peanuts. That's my second one. I got some mandarin oranges. So you can put 2 snacks on here, as you can fit. And so another way that I want you to keep up with your meals and everything is through this app. This is the Lose It app. You don't have to keep up with it. For some, this might be too much. And I know when we had the face-to-face meeting last Saturday, one of the young ladies participating in the fast said, well, no, I'm not going to do that. That's too much. That's fine. You don't have to. But I'm putting it in because it helps me keep up with what I'm eating. It actually helps me keep up with what my intake is because I have a caloric goal. I can show you where I set my calorie goals in my Lose It app. So I set caloric goals. I'm supposed to have like 1,500, a little less than 1,500 to lose 3 pounds by the end of the fast. So I set a goal that coincided with the end of the fast. It said I should lose a pound a week by the end of the fast, and that's solid weight. Not when I put on this and put on that. Nope. I should lose 3 solid pounds that I should not see again no matter what when I get on the scale. And so that's my goal. I started with 10, but I went all the way down to what's logically doable. Now, I may lose more, but at least I will have reached my goal, which is 3 pounds. Okay? And so I put my starting weight, which was 170, in the app, and then it helped me because you can set goals in the app, weight loss goals, and that's the, keep on pressing stuff. That's the Lose It app, and it's an orange app with a scale on. Where is it? Where is it? Running away from me and lose it. Here it is. It's loading right now. Every time I go to do something. Okay, it's still loading, but it's the Lose It app. This is it right here. Right there, you see it loading. It's orange with a scale. So it's called the Lose It app. You can download that and put your goal, and I'll show you where to do it as soon as this loads. And so that helps. Now, instead of making a grocery list, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to scan this and upload this to everybody. I found this online. Don't remember where I found it, but I think I do. But I like this. They have several, but this was one of the most exhaustive ones. And so I'm still on Zoom, guys. And the reason why I'm back. Hey, Shawanda. Hey, Shawanda. I don't see your face, but I know you're here. But so the great thing about this grocery list is you don't have to write the list. Everything and anything you could think of is on this list. Bad stuff, good stuff, and we know we're not going to use it. They just did crazy, put all kind of crazy stuff on this list, but they tried to think of everything you could possibly buy. So instead of writing a list, you just check it off. Go over here and check off what you need. And so I'm going to scan and send this to everybody that wasn't there. Those that came to the meeting already have this. And so check out what you need in order to make your grocery list. And so that will help you shop to make your meal plan. Remember, you're going to upload that email. You're going to upload your email. You upload this to my email, theafterfast@gmail.com. Okay. The great thing about this is the Lose It app. It's orange, lose it. Lose it, lose it, lose it. That's it. Orange, lose it. And so I'm not going to sign in right now because I'm on my, I don't have time to do that. But this is it. And then where it says goals on the side, you can click on it and set some goals. It says record today's weight. And so you can put your weight from the other day. It said 169. And I edited and put my weight, my starting weight, and my goals in there. You put all your information in there, and it'll help you keep up with losing weight. But you make your grocery list, get the few things you want, and you're going to write down what you're going to eat every day. So today, you'll start with today and go all the way to Friday. We're still on, Belinda. I'm not sure. What I can do is I'll send that link where we are back to this app. What I'll do, because I'm still in the meeting. Let me invite it. Hello? It says switch to active speaker. Can y'all hear me on Zoom? Can you hear me on Zoom?
I hear you fine.
Oh, okay, okay, cool. So let me, Belinda, what I'm going to do is invite. No, I'm not going to do all I'm just going to do is hit invite again, copy URL. I'm going to go back and group me, Belinda. Okay, I'm going to go back and group me, Belinda's. We're still meeting on Zoom. We're meeting on Zoom right now. Join us here, unless your apparatus has some kind of block, Belinda, where you can't get on. That's the only thing I can think, because we're still here and we're still on. I think a couple of people dropped off. Shawanda's here. Shawanda, you say something? Because I see your icon, but I don't see your face. But it's okay. Hopefully you can hear me even if you can't say anything. Because we're still here. So this is the grocery list I'll send out to you when we get off this call. And so your first assignment is to fill this out. This assignment is due Sunday night. So you got several assignments that are due. For today, this is due. This is due. It's best if you get it done today, send it to me today, because you'll have another assignment tomorrow. So you don't want to try to cram and do everything tomorrow. So who we got here? We got Sharon back. Okay, so this is due tomorrow night to my email filled out. I don't need an empty one. It has all your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and your proposed snack. Because when you fill the plan, you plan to fill. You write down what you eat, you'll stick with it. Okay, so we got in our exercise. Remember, you also write your exercise on there. What days the days that you plan on exercising. And if you just plan on walking, you can just put walking. Yes, I plan on walking, going to the gym. If you want to do cardio, you can just put cardio. But you're filling this in for Friday. So you'll get a new one. I'll send you another one Friday after you turn this one in. I won't send another one if you don't turn this one in. So if you want to maximize and get the max. Oh, we got you, Belinda. You got on in. Hey, Belinda. Isn't this the coolest? Sharon, can you see Belinda? Okay. Okay, so Shawanda, I can't see Shawanda, and I can't see, but Anna can hear us. She called in. Hopefully. Okay, so Shawanda muted her video, I think. Well, as long as you can hear me, Shawanda. Okay, so you know that you doing all right today, Belinda? I am. Good. So we got and Anna's on too. Anna was on too, Belinda. I think she went around. Oh yeah, so you coming in and out. Okay, so Anna's on, Belinda. You see? I don't blame you. You good. That's how you do it. That's good. I'm just sitting here in one place. So okay, so everybody that's on is good. And can you hear me? I think you're hung that call up. I was getting a call. I have to call Alexis back. Can everybody hear me on the video still? Okay, cool. So this is due Sunday night. No later than Sunday night. If I was you, I'd fill it out today and get it to me. I'm going to fill my own out today because I definitely want this plan. It helps you stick with whatever goals you have. And grocery list, I've actually got to go to the store anyway. And so I went to make eggs to go with my grits and my sausage, chicken sausage. My husband ain't eating all the eggs. Wow. And so my Zoom meeting will end in 10 minutes, so I definitely got to show you guys something else. Fasting as a spiritual discipline, fasting within the boot camp. Before we go, I want to show you how day one is going to look. because I'm getting ready to pull it up on Zoom, because this meeting on Zoom will be over in 10 minutes. And so let me share day one, because my other meeting won't be over. But I want to share day one with you. Want to share day one, because I hadn't sent it to you, but I will send it to you as soon as we get off this call. Day one, day 01, calling me. Okay. I'm looking for day one, guys. I want to tell you. I know what I'll do. I won't even worry about it. But just in case this clicks off, I do want to show you day one already. Okay. Because we're on day one. Remember, I consider today as day one. Did everybody get that? Everybody consider day one. I'm getting calls, so that means I need to be rounding out my time. And that's what I'll do. I'm just going to show you guys day one and talk about No Meat Monday. And then talk about the materials we need. Today is day one. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Here we go. Day 01. Day 1. Okay. So if you can't see it, okay. Are you still on YouTube Live? Okay, because I have the document, but I'm not sure why I can't find it. Let me see what I call it. Okay, let's see. 21 day bootcamp. Day 01. Okay. So let me try to find it. Day. Maybe because it's still, but I'm not gonna work. So you all will definitely do it. Day 01. It says right here on the screen, it's already done. It says today. It has as you can see, it has the date. It has date, the TEF 21 day. It's day one, and it has an asterisk by it because yesterday was day one, but this is our official day one at noon. This is when we're going to start the fast. You see how the sheet is set up? It tells you exactly what's going on. The second thing you'll see, I'll just do it like this. I'll hold it. Second thing you'll see, morning prayer. Saturdays are personal prayer days. Saturdays are personal prayer days. Seek God throughout the day yourself. And if it's for Saturday service list, and it talks about a service project. I hadn't explained it to you guys. So whatever it tells you right there is important. And then it has the reminders. And you can read the reminders that ask you stuff like, are you praying every morning? So you all can come off of Zoom if you want to. I'm going to come off of Zoom because it's about to go out anyway. You only get so long on Zoom unless you pass. And so I'm going to come out of Zoom. I'm going to end the meeting on Zoom. I'm ending the meeting. Okay, so I ended Zoom, but I'm still out on on YouTube Live. Okay, so morning prayer, Saturday service, which I didn't explain to you. You can read it, it'll tell you because it is going to be one of our service projects. Reminder, are you praying? Are you getting your 30 or 40 minutes of exercise? So during the boot camp, we pray every day. Prayer is mandatory every day. Whether you're praying by yourself with your accountability partner, or with corporate prayer, or with one of the designated people that we pray with, which is William Murphy and Latrice Ryan right now. And might be one or two other people, but for now that's who we're praying with. And our accountability partner. And then our accountability group. Okay, so we'll have a partners and group. All right, so then it says, reminders, are you getting your water in? Are you giving God your best today? Did you read the Daughters of the King devotional today? And so Daughters of the King have a devotion for today. And we'll talk about that real quick before we go. Boot camp theme is Isaiah 58. And if you can see it, it says, the fast that I have chosen. And that's the entire chapter. And we'll break those chapters down and go into those. And week one, the sub theme is my attitude and my sin. My attitude and my sin, James 1. And that's our week one sub theme. And uh, the fast that I have chosen, Isaiah 58, it talks about fasting, uh, to get results. Because there are many kinds of fast, but there are not many kinds of fast that get results. So I don't know about you, but if I'm gonna fast, if I'm gonna not eat the foods that I love, excuse me, I guess I'm all over the place now. I'm not gonna eat the foods that I love, then it's got to be for a good purpose. You know, I don't want to eat or not eat something and not accomplish anything. But that's just what we call a waste of time. The dietary goals, you follow the general goals. The general goals for every day is everything we read on pages 5 through 6. No pork, no beef, no fried food, no candy, no sugar, no candy and all that stuff. And then Monday we have no meat Monday. And so this Monday, no meat Monday. Make sure when you do your calendar, it's no meat up to 3 p.m. So breakfast and lunch. No meat should not consist of meat. And on dinner, you can eat meat on that first Monday, which is this coming Monday. And then the next 2 weeks, we're gonna do no meat Monday. We're gonna try no meat Monday for dinner. We're gonna try no meat Monday for dinner. So we're gonna have 2 full no meat Mondays. That's the plan. We only have 3 weeks, so that's the plan. So and it says today's assignment test. I want you to see how this looks. Today's assignment or test. Can you all see that? I know it's inverted, but it says prepare to meet via conference call, and or live streaming via YouTube and or Periscope. It says Periscope, but we're not. I'm on the right set. We're not doing Periscope. We don't. On Saturday morning from 11 to 12:30 to fix binders with the SFS bootcamp information. Please have it says please have all TEF registration forms completed and fix your journal. Fix your dividers, your journal, and your completed or incompleted assignments printed out as well. If you cannot call in or live stream with us, both the call and video will be recorded. We did not do a call, we just did this video. Please go back and look or listen to this video conference training so you will not be behind next week. All right? Now, assignment due date and submission information. All journal entries should be completed before bedtime. And your journal today is at the bottom of that form. It says today's journal entry. Ask God the question. So today your journal entry is ask God the question, how does my attitude look to you? Ask God, then write what you hear down in your journal. That's your journal entry for today. Because we're preparing to go over attitude, sins and attitudes. So it's simple, and you'll get this sheet. So that's what I want you to put in your journal today. And your journal should be done by tonight. How is your attitude? And you're gonna ask God, how does my attitude look to you? And I want you to wait and listen. And whatever you hear God say, that's what I want you to write down. And so if you hear God say it smells like to me, write that down. God said my attitude smells like to me. But if if He says you getting there, but I want you to work on. I want you to write down what you hear. It's your journal. And you don't have to share it unless you want to. Sometimes the journals are so profound, we will have discussions on them, and this is one of them. I think we can get something out of it. You're asking God. You're not telling what you think your attitude is. You're going to ask God. So before you go to bed tonight, ask God, how does my attitude look to you, God? And if you hear when He begins to speak, that's what I want you to write down. All right. So we've got the assignment. So tonight's assignment today. If you're here with me now, then you've watched this. If you missed parts of it, you need to go back, because this is a training. I'm actually going to change the name to training. This is not a meeting. This is training. This is how to actually conduct. You know what to eat now, because we've gone through this booklet. You know what to do now, and we just got a few more things to go through. And it says the journal entry is on the sheet. And assignment is due. Your assignment is due for today, which is the journal entry. And I want you to do it in your little booklet. Your journal entries, that's your journal. You need this. This is for you, but you will share it. So you do need to do it. Journal entry, ask out the question, how does my attitude look? And then your other assignment is this. So what you have to write today is, if I were you, this would be my assignment today. I wouldn't hold this. It's not due to Sunday, but I would not hold this until tomorrow. I would go ahead and do this and have it done, because you have to fill this out completely, starting with today. And this is due tomorrow. And you take a picture of it and email it to the SFA email. You don't just send it to my phone, because I'm not going to receive anything like that. I need it in an email. So you're going to send it to my phone. I'm going to look over it, and I'm going to give you feedback on it. So, yeah. So you're doing journal today, and it says to prepare for tomorrow. Also, for tomorrow, your first assignment for tomorrow will be get your church clothes, because on the bottom of the sheet it says to prepare for tomorrow. I need to get your church clothes out for church tomorrow and make attending church on tomorrow a priority. Attending church tomorrow is a priority. One facet of this boot camp is church attendance. And so between church service and Bible study, there are some of us that don't attend church. There are some of us that don't have a physical church home. But what I am going to ask is that everyone attend church tomorrow. So let me watch this. Attend one church service every week. One church service. But I'm asking for everyone to go to church. Now watch this. Preferably your physical body, get up, make the sacrifice. So that's what fasting is, sacrifice. Get up, make the sacrifice, take your body into a building. However, if this is too short a notice, and you're like, oh, I can't, I got a meeting, I got to do something tomorrow, that's fine. The boot camp requirement, it was a casual requirement before, but this boot camp is a requirement. It will be one of your assignments, and it is one of your assignments tomorrow to go to church service. So if you're not prepared to take your physical body to church, then you're going to have to find a good service that you can watch all the week through. But the requirement, the exception to the rule is if you absolutely just can't, or it's too short a notice, and maybe you go to church in another form. And so, how do you go to church? You go. If you don't go to church, then I need you to locate a church. And so, the option, I have a church service that I'll recommend if you don't have a physical church to go to. But what I want, if you don't go to physical church tomorrow, then you need to go to Bible class. And I know you're like, oh my God, that's something. So if you tell me where you are, I can recommend the house where you can get some sound teaching. And so where you can get the sound instruction that's biblically based, and where you'll be fed. And so once a week church attendance, that is one of the assignments. Now it was a casual requirement, but now it's an assignment. So I need you in church. I need you in church. I need you in church because the extra fast, I'm still there. All right. I want you to visit. I want you to go to church either for Bible class or to actual church within these next 7 days. Within the next 7 days, go to church. So if you need a recommendation for tomorrow, I have one. If you cannot physically go, I still have a recommendation for you. There's a church that I attend. It's called All Nations Worship Assembly, located in Chicago, Illinois. They have an actual physical location in Memphis, Tennessee. Pastor is Matthew Stevenson in Chicago, which is also Sharon's pastor, and the pastor is Brandon Clack in Memphis. So I highly recommend that ministry. You'll get an awesome word. If you can't go to church, I will show you how to connect. Let me know if that's a need for you. But if at all possible, please take your body to a church tomorrow, because that is part of your assignment. So whether you go to church or whether you watch a full service on TV or online, that is your assignment tomorrow, but you will have to write about it on our message board. Also, getting on and posting on the message board is an assignment. Another assignment tomorrow. Turning in the exercise plan is the other assignment tomorrow. So I would do that today if I was you. If I were you, I would do this one today, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. Because tomorrow you have to go on the message board. I'm not giving information about the message board today, because I think you have enough to worry about right now. So I want to tell you nothing about the message board. That will be on your assignment sheet for tomorrow. I'm going to send this assignment sheet for today to you so you can have it. And task to complete before the boot camp ends. It gives some stuff down there, but I'm going to update even that. But for now, you can read what's there, and we'll discuss it. And I give you a final grading. And that's day one, and that's how those sheets. Day one, let me give you another example of how day one, how the sheets actually just look. Show you how the sheets look. And so in my binder, I take whatever worksheets go with it and print it all out. So this is how the sheets look. This is day 5 from last year. This is day 5. This is how those sheets look, and it gives you instructions. So once you get it in your email for today, you can print it out. But I've already told you everything that's due, and I will send you this to fill out, and I will send you a grocery list, and you can make as many copies of those as you want. I'll probably send a grocery list every time I send an exercise sheet. You'll get a new sheet every week once you turn in the last one. Okay, so I'm back on page 9, on the bottom of page 8. Bottom of page 8, and I promise I won't be much longer. Bottom of page 8, it is 122. You give me about 8 more minutes, I'll be through by 1:30. I definitely didn't plan on this training lasting this long, but it will get you situated and ready to go. Fasting within the boot camp. Fasting is a spiritual discipline. We talked about exercise. So you got 4 days, 3 or 4 days of exercise a week, 120, at least 120 to 150 minutes a week. And so you exercise in 3 days or 4 days. Okay? And so make sure you get that in. Write down what you're going to do. Walking is exercise. And, brisk walking if you're doing it as real exercise. There are many other ways to exercise. I put that in there. Page 8. And it says fasting as a spiritual discipline. Please read that, especially if you have never fasted before. Please read that. Also, it tells you, I give you websites to visit, and it also, I have testimonies of people who fasted even there, and we're going to use those even in this book. But fasting as a spiritual discipline, why people fast. This is just a little brief overview of why they fast. On page 8 at the bottom, it says fasting within the boot camp. There are several fasts within the fast that the Esther Fast Boot Camp will endeavor to complete during the 21 days, these 21 days. They vary in focus from technology to feelings to finances and, of course, food. Each specific fast contributes to both the mission and vision statement of the Esther Fast Boot Camp. One of the focal fasts within the Esther Fast is the No Meat Monday fast. The No Meat Monday fast is right on the bottom of page 8. It says during every one of the 3 Mondays that fall within the Esther Fast Boot Camp, we will be employing the No Meat Monday fast. No Meat Monday lasts from 12 o'clock a.m. on Sunday night / Monday until 12 o'clock a.m. on Tuesday. That's all Monday long unless I specify it or unless it's specified in the calendar. You will get a general 30-day calendar. You will get a general 30-day calendar, and I'll send that to you. I'll send that to you. And I'll send that to you where you will see where we'll have the technology fast, we'll have this, we'll have this, we'll have this, and you'll have different things on that. So on No Meat Monday, every TEF bootcamp participant will refrain from eating any meat whatsoever. That includes chicken. On No Meat Mondays, you don't eat chicken, you don't eat fish, you don't eat turkey. Those are the approved foods except on No Meat Monday. No pork, no beef, which are banned anyway. You don't eat duck, lamb, quail, veal, venison, etc. Proteins such as eggs and beans are okay, but meat, M-E-A-T, is not. Fasting, utilizing this method has various health benefits and environmental advantages. I give a website if you want to read up on what the advantages are. There's several rewards of going meatless once a week. And now, during the Esther fast, boot camp, on No Meat Monday is now this Monday we're going to do it to noon. After afternoon, I want to do it to. It's really not a fast because most people don't eat bread. A lot of people don't eat breakfast, but we're trying to eat better, so we're eating breakfast. So we'll just say noon the first day, and then 3 p.m. I really want y'all to get the I really want us to try. But let's just say no meat until 1 p.m. We'll do no meat until 1 p.m. No meat until 1 p.m. Monday. 1 1 p.m. We'll stretch it from 12 to 1. No meat until 1 p.m. Monday. And then after 1 p.m., you can eat meat again. But you cannot eat beef. Remember, the general guidelines last all 21 days. You can go back to chicken, fish, turkey, seafood. Okay? And so now, it's something we do special on group. During No Meat Monday, I'm on page 9. No Meat Monday hashtags and meal picture posted. During the entire day on No Meat Monday, each extra fast boot camp participant will take and post pictures of at least one meal. That's your assignment on Monday. Take pictures of at least one meal. Most people do all meals and snacks. I do all meals and snacks because I want to give people different ideas of what they can eat. So you're going to at least post a picture of breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and snacks for meal inspiration and accountability. You post the pictures, so because guess what? If you got something on your plate you thought you could eat, if you take a picture, somebody gonna say, is that? I mean, one time somebody had put fish on No Meat Monday. He said, baby, that's meat. No fish on No Meat Monday. But she was like, I ain't even mean wrong. She was trying. But once she posted it out there, then people were able to help. And she said, I got to wrap my fish up for tonight, And that was one of the halves that we're going to wrap it up for the next day. And so this is what we're going to do. You're going to post at least one picture at breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and a snack. I want you to post one meal, one snack. I want to see one of your meals and one of your snacks for watch this meal inspiration and accountability purposes. Because see, the more people show, then I might not know what to eat. But if you show me what you're going to eat, I might be like, I can make that and eat that. Okay, and after identifying and naming the food in the picture, one should use the hashtag No Meat Monday, hashtag the Extra Fast Bootcamp, hashtag 21 Day Fast, hashtag consecration, hashtag exercise, hashtag eating better. You don't have to use all of them. You have to do hashtag No Meat Monday and hashtag the Extra Fast Bootcamp and hashtag 21 Day Fast. Just do at least those. Taking care of my temple, discipline, ask me, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and tell which meal type it is. This is breakfast. And I want you to put that on your social media. Put it on your Facebook page. Put it on your Instagram page. Put it on your Snapchat. Because then what that does is put hashtag ask me. People say, girl, why you ain't eating no meat, girl? Then you can tell them, I'm doing an answer fast. What is an answer fast? You tell them about the answer fast. Oh, girl, I want to do that. Okay, you can tell them the registration is closed, but that we'll be doing another one in September. Okay? And get them all excited, and then when September comes, they'll join us. And if you had a good experience, you can join us again. Okay? And so that's what you. Okay, no problem. That's fine. But then if you do a morning meal, that's fine. Just do whatever you can. Because that's why I said sometimes you get too busy. I'm at home, so I can post all three. So I'm going to post all three. But if you're at work and all you can take a picture of that yoga parfait that you picked up in the McDonald's line, take a picture with hashtag. But I want you to put it on Facebook, Instagram too. So let people know what you're doing. I'm doing an estimate. What is estimate? You got to be able to tell people about what you're doing. So that's what we're talking about. So you know what you're doing. Now, the Lose It app, I've already showed it to you. Download it. And when you did your weight and your measurements, put it in the Lose It app. And also, I want you to, you can inbox me on GroupMe. And I need everybody to just inbox me your starting weight from yesterday. If by chance you didn't weigh yourself yesterday, weigh yourself now. Get your starting weight. Get your starting weight. And I need it so I can have a recording of and your weight loss. I weighed myself, but I don't have a tape measure, so I got to go get a tape measure. And so I'll do my inches, but I have my weight. Just 170. And so I have that. And the Loser app will help you set goals. If you want to know more about that, you can read. Everything you need is right here. I even put how to do it right here. And then go to goals. And it'll even set you a calorie budget, And that was my last year's budget. And then you can even put your food in. And if you want a tutorial on that, just let me know. I'll take some time one day during lunch and do that. Okay? And the TEF bootcamp materials needed. I'm on the bottom of page 9. It says your 7-day meal plan and exercise calendar due every Sunday evening before midnight. I'm going to send day 1 and day 2 to you all, day 1 and day 2, but that's it. I'm not going to send day 3 until I get this completed. I'm not going to send day 3 until I get this in my inbox. So that way I know that you are participating with the fast. And I can use you as an accountability partner to somebody that's also participating. Because if I don't get this from you, then that tells me that you're not following along and that you're not with the program. So if I don't get that from you by Sunday, then I'll send day 3, and you'll have day 1 and day 2 in your inbox. So you say, hey, Malika, where's day 3? I'm sorry, I'm holding down, waiting on your calendar. So I'm trying to see what you're gonna eat. What you're gonna eat, you know. And so you need that filled in. You need your registration form. You remember how those look, right? I need your completed registration form, and I'm going to give you a checklist that I want filled out and turned in to me by Monday. Checklist, I need your completed registration form. You're going to need, and your fees, which is 25. It says 15. You can scratch that out. That was last year. It's 25 this year. I need those. You need a Bible. It says a tape measure, so you can go to a thing, so you can go down the street. Your daily worksheets that look like this, those come from me. Day 1 and day 2, I will send you day 1 today, and I will send you day 2. You will have day 2 in the morning. There are several things we have to do tomorrow because one of your assignments is the message board. I wanted to do message board today, but it's just too much. I'm not doing it today. I'm going to do that tomorrow. And so at some point tomorrow, you will. And so your assignment for church, I'll go ahead and tell you now. You got to go to church or you got to hear a whole sermon for tomorrow. And like I said, I can recommend one online if you are not prepared to physically go in the building. But if you are not prepared to go in the building, I want you to find somebody's Bible study between Tuesday and Wednesday to go to. Because this is, like I said, it's 3 weeks. But give yourself that habit, not forsaking the assembling of yourself together. Go somewhere. And you ain't got to commit to them. You ain't got to join. You ain't got to commit. You just trying to go get a good word. If you're talking crazy, then. But I can give you some recommendations. I promise you I can. And so, if you have a church home, go to your church. If you can, like I said, I got recommendations. If you have to go online, okay? But your assignment tomorrow will be to write down the sermon topic, some of the main scripture reference, and what you gathered, a paragraph of what you gathered, paragraph is 5 minutes, what you gathered from the sermon. And so we're going to put that in our message board. We're going to put that on our SFS message board. And so I'll give you all that information tomorrow. I'm not doing that today. Don't even ask me today. But just make sure you're able to write a paragraph about the sermon. And so write down the title, write down the pastor, church. If you went in physically or if you went online, and what you got out of the sermon, what stuck out to you. Okay, we're gonna put that in the message board for other people to go ahead and come with. Your daily worksheet, your journal. Remember, I had everybody got all my journals, and I don't. They have little notebooks. That's why I like having all my stuff. I think I gave away all of them. I did, but I'm gonna go to Walmart today. I had a little booklet like that small from Walmart. If you go in a little journal, if you go over there, it was that small. I gave them away at the last meeting. I'll go get some more. But your journal can be very small. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be a composition notebook unless you love to write. You can get a small one. I hate not having where I can show you what I'm talking about. I hate it. But I shouldn't give them all. But I'll get some more. But you go in Walmart, and if you look where they have journals, you'll see they have little teeny tiny ones. And for your journal tonight, you do have a journal entry tonight. Remember, the journal entry tonight is ask God what He thinks about your attitude, and listen for His response and write down what you hear. Okay, a three-ring binder. That's this right here, and you section it off. The days are sectioned off. So let me show you how it looks to have a day sectioned off. This was the first. This was this one. Okay, so this was day 5 last year, right? So everything that went with day 5, I printed out once it was sent, and then I have it all behind it. So that's why I got the white tab. If you want to get white tabs to even keep up with the 21 days, all the stuff that goes with each day you can. And so that's a very beneficial thing. So I'm back on materials needed. Three-ring binder with pockets and dividers. I got a plastic folder because it didn't have pockets, so I got a plastic one. The plastic pocket. Perfect portion, because we are focusing on portion control. You see that? Access to a computer, printer, phone, and scanner. Don't have a scanner, you can take it like a picture, but you email it to me, email the picture to me, of your registration form, because I'll email those out. Email it to me. You need the Cash App or PayPal, that's how you register. If you did not register and you were one of the recipients of the scholarship or the benefactor scholarship, then you're going to need Cash App or PayPal if you're going to get a T-shirt. Daughters of the King devotional app. It looks like this. Daughters of the King is purple. Purple app. It's a purple app. BOOTCAMP. There it is right there. Purple. That's it right there. Yeah. That's it. Daughters of the King. And when you click on it, that's how the little Daughters of the King. That's our devotion. If you hadn't read the one for today, all you got to do to get there is www.bot-k.com. And so today's devotion is a word from the Lord for you. And it's not even very long. A word from the Lord for you. And so make sure you read that before the day is out. That's a devotion. It's good to get those in when you get up in the morning. Daughters of the King, you go to that same website every day, and they put a new devotion. Zoom, write down Zoom, write down YouTube account, Daughters of the King, and Periscope. We're not going to deal with Periscope at all. Just not going to deal with it. The Zoom app, you can scratch out Periscope and write ZOOM, because we're going to do Zoom. ZOOM app. If you don't have a Zoom account, go ahead. Remember that little blue button. You're going to download it on your, looks just like this. It's on the bottom. See right there, that's the Zoom app. And so it's Z is in zebra, OOM, Zoom app. We're going to use those, and it can put up to 100 different faces. So that's how we're going to do our face-to-face meeting. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a little brief face-to-face meeting about the message board. So the message board is very simple, but I'm not dealing with it today. So that's what I'm talking about. And then the last thing, you can write in on the bottom of page 9, TEF message board. Because you're going to need to access the Zoom app and the message board. If it's the Jotnot app, is a phone scanner. It takes a picture, and it turns into a PDF. You need GroupMe. Most of you all should be on GroupMe. For Willie Mind, 2 Corinthians, I'm on the top of page 2, 2 Corinthians 8 and 2. This is our way we're going to communicate. This is our way we do the No Meet Mondays. This is one of our main methods of communication. I send out those text messages, where you can see, I send it from the Remind 101 app, and I also send it from some text method that doesn't work very good, that I pay $10 for, and it doesn't work very good because it sent duplicate text. So I've been trying to use Remind. So if you're not getting the Remind app, you have to sign up for Remind as well. If it asks you for a 5-digit code, I have it, or you can just click that link. And so, yeah, if you haven't gotten any messages, there's something wrong with your phone. So you need to call me. If you haven't gotten any messages, you need to call me, please. And so if I don't hear anything from you in any way, then I'm assuming you're not participating. You just gave us that $25 donation. But that will be after I call you. If I don't hear anything from you, I'm going to call you. So look for my call within the next couple of days, because I don't really want you to get too far behind. The GroupMe app, it explains, it's self-explanatory on page 10. Holy Bible, you know why we need that. The book of Esther is our main, it's usually our main book, but because that's during the fast, we're going to use, I'm going to do a summary on the book of Esther during the boot camp. I don't have time to go into Esther like that. So our main focus for this fast is Isaiah 58. But I am going to do I'm going to do a character profile of Esther, because she is the bedrock of this ministry. And so I will talk about her and give you some summary points that relate to each part of Isaiah 58. So I'm going to use Esther in different places in the story of it to describe some of my main points and pull out some of my main points. So the the next thing is on page 10, the TEF Bootcamp Daily Worksheet and Main Bootcamp Calendar. Okay, I've already shown you those. Remember, it looks just like this. Looks just like this. That's the daily worksheet, right? That's the daily worksheet. Everything that you need is on there. The one for today, I have it right on my computer. When I get off this call, I'm gonna send everybody day one, and then at some point today, I'll send you day two. At some point today, I'll send you day two. I really want to go ahead and knock it out. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Send you day two, and then once I send day two, I'm gonna eat something first. Take my next set of minutes. Send you day two, which is tomorrow, because there's several things we have to do tomorrow. And yeah, so that's it too. And so I'll get you day one, and I'll probably follow up with day two very, very shortly, very, very shortly thereafter. And then you won't get day three until I get your meal and exercise. Okay, once I get that, I'm gonna send out day three, which is Monday, 4, 5. Yeah, send out day 3, 4, 5. That'll be the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you'll get them 3 days at a time, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, and so and then any sheets that you need to go with it, it'll be with it, print it out, punch holes in it, put it, stick it right here in your notebook. And like if you want to do like me, I use those white dividers to do the days. I got 21 of those and did all the days. Every day, whatever went with it. So I had it with me, and then it became this big notebook that I have a lot of things to refer back to in times of need. Wealth of information that you're going to get in this day. Okay, and so back to page, what's that, 10? Back to page 10. Again, so no me. Let me see. So book of Esther, the main book camp calendar. It'll also, and you put that main calendar. I want to read the daily worksheet, the main bootcamp calendar. After the Holy Bible, of course, the TEF Bootcamp Daily Worksheet is the second most important part of this fast and time of consecration. It contains the assignments, devotions, fasting, food directives, the numerous activities that vary in intent and purpose, and other pertinent information. The daily calendar will be delivered via email. The SFS, save the SFS at gmail.com if it's not already saved, because I've been sending emails from my personal email address, but I'm going to start sending emails from the SFS. And it says you'll be notified during the GroupMe app and the Remind app when new worksheets have been emailed out to you. You are required to print out 2 copies of the calendar, one to place holes in for your binder, and another one to go on the front of your refrigerator. So, once at the beginning of each week, read the calendar and the worksheets to prepare both physically and mentally for the week ahead. Follow and refer to it daily for each day's activities and other important information. So once I send that daily sheet, it's best to look at it before that night before. So you're going to get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then on Wednesday you're going to get Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then on Sunday you'll get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? For the next, I'm going to do them 3 days, at a time. Okay, and so assignment submissions is next. It says there will be numerous assignments due. The first of which will be your meal and exercise calendar completely filled out with your first of 3 days, 7-day meal and exercise plan, due to be submitted via upload no later than Sunday before midnight, or whatever day that it says, whatever your assignment is. Because you got an assignment due tomorrow, but you just don't have to go on the message board. So you don't have anything to upload. Either scan or upload assignments to theextrafast@gmail.com or utilize the JotNot app to email it to that same email address. So you can hear to the, don't text me anything. Don't text because it's just like a picture of me. When I'm sitting down at the computer, that's when I want to get extra fast. Don't send me any just regular pictures. It's always email. Okay. Please adhere to the submission guidelines. No pictures. No pictures. No pictures. No pictures. But now, if you do a picture and email it, then it's something fine. So you can do that. Some oral assignments will be discussed live on the prayer line, like the journals will be discussed during the Periscope app or YouTube live stream. Periscope app. I'm not gonna use Periscope. I'm just not gonna use it. If I do decide, I'll let you know. But I'm not gonna use it. So let's go to page 11. Page 11. Daily devotional. I already told you about that. It's Daughters of the King app. You can look at it and download on your own time. On page 11. Morning prayer schedule. Now, one of the most important disciplines in this fast, besides church attendance, is early morning prayer. And remember, you're going to churches in the time. Once a week, you got to go to church. In some way, go to Bible class or church. Each morning prayer, morning prayer schedule. Each morning prayer exists in some form every single day of TEF bootcamp. Our main corporate prayer and conference line can be reached by calling 641-715-3580 and entering access code 651974. Morning prayer on virtually every day lasts 20 minutes and goes from 5:40 to 6. And that's Mondays and Fridays. Wednesdays we hold conference discussion. Wednesdays we hold conference discussion. I think I'm gonna stick to that for this conference discussion because I got a friend with Latrice Ryan and William Murphy. And what we're going to do is do accountability. You'll have accountability partner prayer, and I will let you know when you have the accountability partner prayer. All right. So if you look up under here, everything you need is right here. The video and the discussion. You can put Zoom beside Wednesday. Put Zoom, ZOOM. The word ZOOM. You can write it in. Zoom. Write Zoom in beside Wednesday because it's gonna. I'm probably gonna call in, so it'll be on a recorded line. The discussions will be recorded because I want them to be recorded. But we're also going to do. So we'll still call in for discussion, but discussions start early. Our discussions start at 5:30. Anytime we do discussions, they usually last around 40 minutes. So they go from 5:30 to 6. So we'll stick with Wednesday being our discussion day. We'll stick with that. So Wednesday, you got to get up 10 minutes early at 5:30. Thursday, you can scratch that out, put prayer with William Murphy. And he does it at 5 o'clock a.m. on Facebook Live. If you miss it, then you can always go back in, William Murphy. And you can type him in on Facebook. He does prayer on Thursdays at 5 a.m. Patrice Ryan does prayer from 6 to 6:30. Her number and her access code is on that on our booklet. So the only thing you're gonna write by Zoom by Wednesday is Zoom, and then Thursday you can put that down. You'll still have matter of fact, you don't even have to scratch that out because you will have prayer at a time to be announced on Thursday with your accountability partner. I like that Thursday, and then you'll have to talk to your accountability partner at some point on Saturday or Sunday. So you'll have to make contact with them on the weekend and on Thursday. So you'll make contact with your accountability partner Thursday, Saturday, or Sunday, and you'll have to send them a text message on Tuesday. At least a text message. But now, if you want to keep up with your accountability partner every day, that's great. And then Friday, Monday, 20 minutes of corporate prayer on that main line from 6:40 to 5:40 to 6 a.m. And again, Monday, when we do corporate prayer, 20 minutes, people are just waking up. So I do want to emphasize this, that during those corporate times, if I even give a word before prayer, one thing I want you to be clear on is that I pray incessantly for this ministry. This is a ministry for me. So I'm not just I don't like to waste people's time. I know every minute counts when you're trying to get some sleep. So if I'm on the line when I'm talking about the word or praying, I'm being led by God. So we're gonna reserve that time in the mornings for prayer. And if I want to have a meeting, I'm not gonna even try to have a meeting. Sometimes I'll get to, we need to do this, we need to do that. I'm gonna stop myself. I won't do that for no more than 1 minute. And hey, make sure you check this. I might give reminders, but I don't want. It's not a place for testimonies unless Wednesday we're doing our corporate discussions. They start 10 minutes early and they run 10 minutes late. So that's a total. It goes from 20 minutes to 40 minutes on those 5:30 to 16. So we want to be respectful of each other's time, even with the discussion. No one person monopolizing. Of course, I'm the moderator, but we're going to have different people that I notify beforehand because we need to do. We got 25 people enrolled in the fast, so it's called decent and in order. So we won't. Only thing we're gonna do on Monday is if there's a word from the Lord, we'll hear that word before the prayer. But we're gonna pray. So if you got any testimonies, there'll be a space on the message board for testimony. There'll be a space on the message board for lots of recipes for No Meat Monday. Oh, we gonna have it going. This is gonna be an awesome. So don't scratch out Thursday. Put text AP. That's text my accountability partner. You can write that beside too. Text my accountability partner, and then you can put lead prayer with my accountability partner on Thursday, and write in prayer with William Murphy at 5 a.m. And he does it on Facebook Live. Tuesday, Latrice Ryan, Facebook Live as well. Mondays and Fridays, corporate prayer. And put Zoom by Wednesday. Because I know everybody will be half asleep. We don't have to do the face-to-face discussion. I'll reserve the meeting. Matter of fact, you don't even got to put meeting by Zoom. We'll do, it's easier in the morning because people got crust in their eyes, they're still in the bed. Scrap Zoom off for Wednesday and just put the call-in information. We're still going to call the prayer line, the corporate prayer line. We just don't call it 10 minutes early, get off 10 minutes later, and we'll discuss. We don't have to look at each other on that early in the morning. We take Zoom off Wednesday. And we're gonna you can put Zoom down in mandatory meetings. Zoom down. We either gonna do it just like this on YouTube Live, or we'll do it on Zoom, which I probably will still record on YouTube Live because I want it to be where if somebody needs to go back and watch it, they can go back and watch it. So I might do it here and it's called in to the corporate prayer discussion line, and that might be how I do that. But when I want it. If we having a daytime meeting, I like to see people. So like right now, I can only see myself. But when we having a meeting like tomorrow, I want us to do. We're gonna meet with Zoom tomorrow for the message board. Let's do Zoom with the message board tomorrow. And yeah. So that tomorrow we'll also have a meeting with Zoom, and that so to prepare for tomorrow, I'll put download Zoom app so you can go to tomorrow's message board meeting, which will be maybe 15 minutes. It won't be long at all. It's just you using Zoom and us finding out how to do our assignment for Sunday on Zoom, on the message. Okay, mandatory meetings. We will have mandatory meetings. And it says here they'll be held on the Sunday. Oh, it says help. I missed prayer this morning. You can always play back Facebook Live, which is William Murphy on Thursday, Patrice Ryan on Tuesday. If you miss corporate prayer, just call back in them. If you miss the Wednesday discussion, you can call those back in as well. And so when you miss, you never miss. That's no excuse to stay in the bed like, oh, I ain't getting up. Because remember, the whole point of this fast is sacrifice. So you still want to push and try to get up. You still want to push and try to participate. And so you can go read over there, and it tells you how to access it. It's one number different from the main line. The last number is 3589, and then you press the pound key for the most recently recorded prayer. But now if we do a meeting in between there, you're going to need that reference number. And so I'll give you the reference number. And then remember, there's a link you can press to go back and listen to prayer. If you just get down one day and need some prayer, you just go back and press the link and listen to prayer. And so everything will always be posted. Boot camp major and minor things. The major thing of this camp, this is when the lights come on. That was last year's theme. This theme, our main theme is the fast that I've chosen is Isaiah chapter 58, the entire chapter. There are 3 different topics, and watch this. Our first topic for this coming week is my attitude and my sin. Kind of heavy, I know. And I pray that God will open up your heart and the eyes of your understanding so that you can hear what God wants to say specifically to you in your situation. And so it says, during the first, at the bottom of page 11, the last sentence, it says, during the first couple of days, within the 21 days of the SFAS boot camp, it may seem like greater emphasis is being placed on the eating habits of each individual participant in TEF. However, the sum total of the guidelines are adhered to. You will notice that even though this fast may be more taxing on the physical body, the spiritual development that rapidly accompanies denial of the body is the most beneficial. So the more you dig into this, the more you'll notice things about your spiritual walk change. Then it goes down here, it says the flesh versus the spirit. You need to read that. You need to read it. It's very important. Very important. Matter of fact, I'm going to read it because it's that important. The flesh versus the spirit. As you can see by the sheer amount of information contained within this booklet, or the sheer amount of time I've been on this training, this is a training, I'm going to rename it. This 21-day boot camp fast is extremely intense. To maintain a job while simultaneously completing the rigors of the TEF boot camp will seem difficult. This is one of the main reasons that the ESTA fast in itself is geared toward the unique needs of the single women. Single women. Single women have the opportunity to organize their schedules with more flexibility than a married woman with children has the freedom and autonomy to do so. So married women can participate as long as their spouse is in agreement, but especially during the boot camp phase, a great deal of attention is required to complete the assignments and be dedicated to the fast, all while simultaneously maneuvering through regular everyday life. So I'll be quite transparent. When I did the year-long boot camp, because this was something I had never done, my husband and I, he was like, "What are you doing?" Like, "What the world?" And the strangest thing is I couldn't really tell him all. I just still on this recording, but I'm about to get off and call you. That's my baby that went to the doctor, so I got to check on him. But um, okay, it says maneuvering. So check with your spouse if you're married. Don't have them putting you out on account of me, or me and you might get whatever. My spouse is still getting adjusted to this being my ministry, my life work. But y'all pray for the elders. So talk to your spouse. Make sure. And if that being said, it would be unwise. It would be an unwise move to begin a relationship while trying to recalibrate the relationship you will be in the intense process of cultivating with Jesus. So really, that's for the year long. If you decide to do the year long fast, either you already in a relationship and either y'all about to get married, or you're saying, "Hey, let me take a pause for the cause. We can still talk, but I'm focusing on getting my life together with the Lord." And if you're married, you can still do either one. It just has to be within certain parameters, you know, because one of the things, like if you're doing a year-long boot camp, is the celibacy part. And which, as Christians, you're supposed to be celibate, but, I know this is a different age and time. People teach different things, but we know what's right. We know what the Bible says concerning celibacy. Christians are supposed to be celibate, but that ain't always the case. People fall into sin and sexual sin. And so we're going to deal with that, but we know that's the goal. We're going to deal with that even in this phase. And so also so it's not telling you don't get in a relationship. If you meet somebody tomorrow, you might meet your husband tomorrow. I'm not saying tell them disappear. Don't do that. But, hey, let them know, hey, I'm on a 21-day phase. Now, if he really like you, I believe he can call you June 1st. Especially if you tell you I'm seeking the Lord. We can maybe text here and there, but I'm trying to focus on the Lord right now. I'm on this program. You mind calling me back June 1st at noon at 12:01? If you got a good guy, he can say, yeah, man. He's like, I don't know about that, but I'm praying about it. I'm saying if you got a good person, And so it says also, one must count up the cost of participating in the fast, in a fast of this nature, Luke 14, verses 28 through 30. Anytime you try to get your life together, Satan, the enemy of our souls, intensifies his attack on our lives. I'll be honest with you, both the minutes before the fast started, the enemy tried to start some stuff with me. This may try to mask the beauty of this boot camp to enhance one's life rather than debilitate it, even cause you to feel stressed instead of blessed. If at any time within the 21 days you begin to feel overwhelmed, or even if you feel like you are unable to complete the 3 weeks, pray, reach out to another trusted TEF member, preferably your accountability partner. And if you can't shake that feeling, please call or text me at the number on the flyer, at that number, or at that number. And it says, I am here and will be so glad to pray you through this time and go through the necessary steps that will ensure peace, which is one of God's greatest desires for his people. Okay, so if you just can't do it, after you talk to your accountability partner, after you talk to me, we pray, like, this is just too much. Remember, it's only 21 days. After you say that the first time, then you be like, I can do it. But if you come upon the second time, you say, I cannot do this, then let me know. And then I'll tell you, thank you so much for that $25 donation the non-refundable donation. And we'll be praying for you and pray with us as we finish this journey. Okay, and it says, take heart, sisters. You will have your 25, you will have your TEF bootcamp sisters to lean and depend on. And most importantly, you will have the love and support of God Almighty through the person of Jesus Christ and the presence of the Holy Spirit, aiding and undergirding you through this 3-week journey. It will be over before you know it, and your life will never be the same. Day 1 is 12 noon today. And so it says, photograph yourself, front, side view, take your measurement, and send them to me. You can text them to me. You can email them to me. Just send them to me. I'm going to put them on your registration form. Put on your registration form. The Biggest Loser at the end of the fast will get a prize. Okay? Even in Biggest Loser in pounds and the Biggest Loser in inches. So I'll have something special for my main pound. I'll have a little something special for my inches. But when we get into the pounds, then we got. So I'll have gifts for both. Okay, day 21 of the Esther Fast. Also, will get a goodie bag there. And I'm not going to say when, but it'll be before 21 days ago. But you will get a goodie bag. So I'll get that to you. Day 21, I'll explain more about day 21 during the fast. But the last day will be June 1st at noon. And June 1st, our plan is to meet in Memphis. I want to do a 2-day. I want to do an overnight retreat. And it's called Pause. So I want all those that went to the boot camp that can and will. We're going to meet in Memphis. That Friday night will be dinner and a movie and fellowship discussion over dinner. We'll talk about the fast and how it went and what we gained, what we, had, what we liked, what we didn't like, and just a fellowship. Have a really good time that Friday night, June 1st. And the end of the fast will be that Friday at noon. So that Friday night we can eat whatever we want. We can eat wherever we like. And we go to the movie and have a good, just have a really good night. Spend the night at a hotel in Memphis. And Saturday morning, we're going to get up at around 9 o'clock and do ministry till 11. So those that need to get back to their respective homes, I'll let you. That'll be to be announced. Most likely to be in a conference room wherever we get our hotel room, unless we go somewhere else. But we're going to do ministry Saturday morning for around 2 hours. And then, because I think I got a wedding to go to that day. And so those that can and will want to stay, go shopping, go eat some more, go fellowship some more, have at it. But we're going to do ministry from 9 to 11 in Memphis. And so I want you to kind of put your little points to the side. It'll be 4 to a room or 2 to a room. I think I'm going to try to get that same block hotel. We had the Residence Inn rooms, and those were very nice. So we're going to do that. It's called Pause. So it'll be a mini retreat at the end of the fast. It'll be to celebrate the fast, so that'll be the last day of the fast noon. And we have prayer. We close the fast with prayer. And we got other activities. I'll talk about those later. But prayer will close this. Okay, I'm live. Okay. It's saying I'm live, but it ain't doing it. Okay, there we go. I'm live again. Okay, so that's day 21. So prepare to go to Pause. And so all of those that are going to come to the Pause, like I said, go ahead and put in your budget that we're going to spend one night in the hotel. You don't have to cover the whole cost of the room if you're sharing a room. And I'm going to go ahead and check on all of that so you can know how much it's going to be, so you can know where we're going to eat. I'm going to go ahead and get that together next week. And we're going to have one night there in the ministry, and then you'll be free to have a good time, do whatever you want. If some of y'all want to stay Sunday and go to church together there, I have to come back to meet my own personal obligations at my church. So I won't be able to stay, and I won't even be able to stay past 11 because I got to get back to a wedding. But we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. And I want us some pretty shirts for Friday night when we go out. I want some extra fan shirts that we survive boot camp, So I'm going to look at those and give you information on those right away. Any questions, comments, concerns? You got a million ways to contact me. And then the final word, I am so thankful that you have chosen and entrusted me to be your motivating coach, standing right beside you, locking arms as we go up together on the escalator. I'm not only the president, I'm a participant. I'm not only the founder and visionary, but I am a real life participant this year. I think every round for me it goes higher and higher. because I'm trying to reach a place in God. Um, you know, God is trying to do some great things in my life, and I'm excited about them. But at each level, it requires more of me. So this time, I'm bearing down and going through the trenches, like right with you. So I'm right here beside you. Again, what I can tell you different from me, some people say, oh, I have mastered this program and I can tell you everything. I don't profess perfection. I'm not here saying I'm perfect, but I do profess to have a love for God, a love for God's people, and a desire for more of God, and a desire to see my sisters achieve more in God as well. More of God as well. So this has been a 3-hour training. It seems like you should get some CEUs for it if you've been here the whole time. I want to know who this number one who has been here the entire time. Let me know who you are if you have been on the entire time once you watch this. I mean live and on the whole 3 hours. I have something special for you. Tell me who you are. That you've been on the whole time. It's only one person because I'm looking. So this has been a 3-hour training, and so I can't thank you enough. It says I'm overjoyed in the fact that you have chosen to hang in. If you one of my repeat person, if you were on the year-long fast, and this is your third boot camp, or this is your second boot camp, or this is your fourth boot camp, or your first boot camp. I'm not the only one. This is their fourth boot camp. We were on the year-long fast, and we did 2 boot camps in the fast, and then we did 1 boot camp last night. And so this is some people's fourth boot camp. And so thank you for hanging on in here with the fast. And I'm getting ready to send you your day 1 worksheet. And go ahead, fill this out, and I'll be with you guys shortly. God bless you. I love you. And I thank God for love and thank God for you, my sisters in the Lord. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, contact me. And now you've completed 3 hours of TEF bootcamp training. And so you might have to break it up, watch a little bit in the morning, watch a little bit in the afternoon, watch a little bit in the evening. Okay. God bless you, and I'm done.